by the end of this week, you have grown what is a rather majestic, full chin beard, matching all over. You were probably the first Goliath to have facial hair, let alone quite that strong. No, it's a full like we're talking Portland man.
One
Portland man.
Oh no. Another thing that I did
brew coffee
was go off and get some like a lathering cream.
Okay.
And on the second to last night, after I took Grog out to the tavern,
I
bought him a lot of drinks.
You didn't
I assume dodge.
I didn't shave off his whole beard.
Don't shave off any of it.
Only
That's
half
so
of it.
Mean.
I just became the most handsome man in the
Do
world.
not shave his fucking beard off.
This much.
Make
a stealth check.
A stealth check first.
Yes.
Oh my god,
Make a
he's gonna be
perception check.
so
You're
mad
a
at
terrible
you.
person.
Make a perception check.
I have
You just broke a mechanical pencil.
Did you? Oh my god!
DM.
Yeah.
I rolled a natural 20.
All right.
I have advantage on stealth checks, and I rolled an 18 and a 20.
All right.
Natural 20.
So, sleeping soundly, drunk.
You are so mean!
Oh
my
not
God.
Hear the approach of Vax.
21.
All right.
Why are you so evil?
Why did he trip me, make
Why
me
do
eat
you-
shit 2 months ago?
Why do you?
It's an appetizer of things to come, my friend.
The crowing sound,
Remember
the
when
distant
we-
roosters on the outskirts.
And we just made up.
The farmlands that surround the outside of Iman, which are relatively close and within earshot. The morning sun rises, cresting over the
pendulum swings.
eastern skyline of Taldore. Grog, you come to consciousness. Stretch, reach up to rub half a beard.
Half a beard?
Half a beard.
Like just one side of my face?
One side of your face.
I say in a low,
Do we even
guttural
have
growl.
You have no idea it was me.
Vax. I didn't have to wake up to know it was you,
Make an
motherfucker.
intelligence check. Make him make an intelligence check.
No.
Wrong,
Maybe
poor Dave's on the phone here.
maybe I don't know. Let's say I assume.
However, it is morning. Who is currently stuck with the job of working as a clerk at the moment. It's like, hi, can I help you?
Yes, hi. If you do not remember me, I'm Tiberius Stormwind from Draconia.
Right.
Moreover, Vox Machina over at Grey Skull Keep.
Where have I heard that?
When we told you multiple times before, we met with you using your sigil of teleport. It's fine. I come here on a matter of business anyway. So that's neither here nor there. I was wondering if I may procure a address or number, as it were, for a sigil to Craghammer.
If you're talking about sigils for teleportation, you would probably have to discuss that with Gatekeeper Xanthus.
Yeah, where is he? I thought that was you.
No. I'm the clerk. I run the front of the... Follow me. And he gets up and leads you further into the structure. And there you see the elven wizard who you recently bothered, not but maybe 5 hours ago, who stumbled in, who's like currently setting up some sheets. Comes back. Oh, hello again.
Hi, I'm Tiberius Stormwind from Draconia. Moreover, Vox Machina over at Grey Skull Keep. I was wondering, and I asked your clerk here, because I thought he did what you actually do here. If I may procure for coin or perhaps some kind of, I don't know, favor of sorts, damn it, Sam.
Dragon favors.
The address or number or code or whatever it is that would work for the Craghammer sigil of my spell with Circle of Teleportation for this sigil gate.
I get an understanding here that you're seeking access to one of our many sigil-based rooms of transference. Those rooms are currently under very protected lock and key, approval by the headmaster, Thurmond Adlam himself.
Okay, well, where is he? Like,
Oh my god.
can you take...
It's like calling Time Warner Cable.
Can you take me to him, or is he... Where is he at?
Glances over at the clerk. Goes, right, I'll... Right this way, Mr. Stormwind.
Okay, all right.
And sitting there at the desk you can see is the headmaster Thurmond, who is this extremely elderly human male.
Can I help you? Hello, I'm Tiberius Stormwind from Draconia. Moreover, Vox Machina, and over at Grayskull Keep here in Iman. We're the saviors of this town and whatnot. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I went through this fellow, who I thought was the job of this fellow, but it wasn't either of those jobs. It was you who I've been needing to talk to, I'm assuming.
What do you require from me,
I'm looking
then?
to procure a address or the access to the sigils of Craghammer and through my circle of teleportation spell and whatnot, using your arcane gates. That's about it.
Well put. Well put. To him, take him by the head, give him a good European-style kiss, just about here, right there. Come back and say, there is so much to talk about.
Oh, yes, there
Where can we be alone?
Looks over at the rest of the group. Well, I mean... But of course.
See,
I'm going to sketch this.
He walks back through 25 gold each.
25 gold each? Oh, come on. I know some university student dropped these off and donated these. Don't kid me, Sherry. Am I doing it right? Do I sound like Vex?
Give
Right.
persuasion roll.
Damn it.
I was about to say, make her do a persuasion roll. It'd be funny.
You should do it like Broadway.
and she's all grown up, and she's all grown up. Unforced error.
I'm sorry.
So perfect. So perfect for you.
Well, that didn't work. Hey, can you serve me now?
Scanlan.
What?
Will you buy those books for me and I'll reimburse
I can hear you. I'm right here.
Walk away.
Yes.
Could we maybe make those happen for her? I know that you had quoted her a low, low price of 25. I'd be prepared to pay even more than that for them. And compose you a little song about yourself.
At which point, for the first time since the entire time you've been in the shop of Gilmore's Glorious Goods, you see a slight grin creep across her lips. Just,
I bring out my something. Your lute. Sherry baby, Sherry baby, Sherry, won't you come home tonight? Come home tonight. Come home tonight. You better ask your mama. Tell her you're with her. No.
Why don't you come on?
To my key. Pay for the book, I hear you.
a dark wood carriage flanked by 4 armored men on horseback pulls onto the road right before the Tal'Dorei Palace. A young man steps from the front of the carriage and opens the door. Stepping out, you see a strong, tall man in the nearby lantern light. Short brown hair frame a very chiseled and handsome face, adorned with a well-groomed goatee. His clothing is based in blue and black, fitted elegance trimmed with golds and red, a strip of gray fur cresting over one shoulder framing his torso. He turns and extends his hand towards the door, where a feminine gloved hand finds it. A beautiful woman steps out after him, her hair dark auburn and pulled up into a tight braided bun, resembling some sort of a glamorous schoolteacher almost. Her gown is in the same color scheme as the man, if a bit heavier blue than black, and a long billowing skirt tapers up to be form-fitted across her body, continuing upward to wrap her neck nearly to the jaw. They both turn to face the greeting party, bowing slightly as 2 of their companion guards flank the reproach up the steps. The other 2, helping the young man who steered the carriage, carry the rather large bags behind them. This is Lord Silas Briarwood, and Lady Delilah Briarwood. No.
I assume I sit at the kitty table because I'm so tiny.
They've got a booster chair for you.
Oh,
Scanlan.
good.
They do have adjustments for gnomish guests. That's
You have a phone.
way of putting it. All right. After you guys sit for a few moments, another servant steps forward and says, "Please, if we might rise for our guests, Lord and Lady Briarwood, to join us at the table."
Risen already. I'm standing already.
Lord and Lady Briarwood now enter arm in arm, slowly walking from the far end of the great hall. They make their way to one end of the table. They both wordlessly sit down smiling and acknowledge everyone at the table.
Half-elven maiden with a bow as swift as the fastest eagle. Looking next says, we have here Vaxeldar. Blades quick and eye is sharp. Not a whisper passes his ear. Ah, there you are. Scanlan Shorthalt. Performer known far and wide. A wit as clever as you ever seen. His songs are whispered through taverns across the land. We have Tiberius Stormwind.
I'm from Draconia.
Hailing from Draconia.
Which about a month away from completing the sigil in the basement of your keep.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. That's so talented. What kind of flavored tea do you like?
I prefer mint or jasmine, to be honest.
Noted. I walk away.
You step up and walk away from the dinner table.
I whisper
And go
in.
to the servants.
Tiberius stands up in the middle of the discussion and walks away from the feast.
They're both at the bed.
They're both at the bed,
All right.
and they're both looking in your
I
direction.
got a 25 for stealth.
Yep,
Yeah, didn't work.
both looking in your direction.
All right. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I heard a noise in here. I work for the city. I apologize. That was really stupid. As you were. Yes, ma'am.
What do you do for the city, if I may ask?
Oh, I'm a guard. I mean, there's not really a name for what I do. I work for Uriel. I'm security, man. And I thought I heard noise in here. And I heard a body fall. I thought sounded like a body
They
fell.
both kind of step a little bit closer,
Yeah.
kind of looking at you.
I'm backing up as I'm talking. I'm right at the
Yeah,
door.
You're back up to the door right there, and
I didn't shut it behind me. I just kind of cracked it open.
right.
Yeah. All right.
Lady Briarwood goes,
Yep.
"You look strangely similar to a gentleman we just had dinner with.
That's crazy.
It's uncanny how similar you look.
Yeah. And I run. I ran.
You get to make a wisdom save, is what you
Oh, God. Jenga!
It's not good. It says it's an 8.
You turn to move, and your muscles tense up as you're unable
Oh, they're holding
to
you.
physically move.
This is awkward, ma'am. I'm just trying to do my job.
You're halfway through the doorway, stuck in place, as she keeps walking forward now. You have a curious look. Lord Briarwood kind of comes and flanks you from the other side. You try and flee. I'm merely asking you questions. Come, let us discuss in more private quarters. And you feel the hand of Lord Briarwood slam on your other shoulder.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You look delicious.
And he pulls you into the room as she closes the door behind. And that's where we're going to end.
Why? Why do you do these things?
We have a safe word for a reason!
Jenga!
Lord Briarwood's kind of just walking back and forth and keeping a very keen eye. He kind of walks between you and the door as you stand there. Almost like he's waiting for a reaction of some kind, for you to initiate something.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What can I do to help? I'm pretty meager a servant, but anything you need, whatever you need. Gosh, you guys are good looking.
Briarwood comes up from behind, his hands on the back of your shoulder, and says,
Like we said, you haven't the gift of the silver tongue. But I applaud your effort.
Well, my mom and dad said I'm a real good speaker. They paid for like a tutor to teach me how to talk, and it's worked out really well for me in my life. So if you need like an ambassador or like a butler who talks, I could do that for you.
Lady Briarwood at this point is gonna
Seems.
Well, here's the thing you need to know about Uriel. And I take a step back.
into him.
No, or
He's like
away.
on
He's
Away.
between you and the door. Okay.
Well, does he hold me if I turn? Well, I just said that,
All
right?
right.
Here's the thing about Uriel.
As you go to move
Try to
away,
pivot.
his arms, they're on your shoulder,
Yeah.
just kind of tighten and flex and hold you in place.
Oh, you don't want to know? Okay, I'll just save that for later.
Roll for coy.
Go ahead and
Roll for what, Matt?
since okay, they both kind of chuckle in unison.
Shall we?
And she gives a nod and goes, "I think we shall."
Can I roll for initiative?
We're now rolling for initiative.
Oh, what's up?
Fuck!
Yeah.
Forward with unnatural speed. Whoosh, the hands are back on your shoulder, and you hear this little voice say,
Bon appetit.
that is going to be a 25 to hit. All right. Okay. This is going to be. You take 6 points of piercing damage as suddenly you feel two extremely sharp, warm prongs jut in the side of your throat.
Oh, they are!
And that same cold sensation you felt across your torso all of a sudden begins to pull from the neck, and you feel as if the very warm blood.
I'm going to use Rogue's cunning action to disengage, which means nobody can swipe at me if I run.
Correct.
Okay. There's a window. Last week you said there was a window to the courtyard.
There are two windows on each side of the room right there.
Okay. I am running straight at the window. And as I run, I just, past them. Don't go anywhere near her. And I'm using dash.
As your action.
Yeah, and I'm just leaping out the window and saying, Jenga.
Jesus.
Lightning arrow right at her face.
Don't miss.
Okay, go for it. Roll for it.
Don't miss.
That's right.
Oh, well, that's hard to tell.
That's
That's kind of wedged.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's on its
Alright.
own.
a weirdo roll.
Grand natural 20!
That comes through your veins in an attempt of vengeance at what apparently seems to be your twin brother at death's door. You
And do I get another attack, though? Yes?
you do?
Okay, then I'm gonna attack her through my blazing bowstring.
Yes!
Natural 20 again! Inspired by my brother!
You certainly invoked the fury tonight. Bro,
It's real.
moment to have it. All right, go ahead.
Nothing travels faster.
All right, first shot.
Against who?
Silas!
Yes. I got little goosebumps from that.
That's a 30 to hit.
Yeah, that'll.
Rock his shit.
It's about to feel so good.
As he turns around and glares at you, there's like a moment of clarity, and you can feel that familiar stare, that horrible glare, and the cowardice in you fights the moment of tension that you've been waiting for this sequence. As you load the weapon, he says it loudly enough for you to hear, but this voice now, you see Lord Briarwood says,
Would you look at that, dear? The pup yet lives.
a big chunk of flesh is just blown off, and you can see the bone beneath.
That's
If that's as far as I can make it.
So she steps forward, almost slips, but catches herself on the shoulder of her husband and says, "My dear, I fear it's time that we make our leave."
Make our leave?
She
They're gonna
casts
bamf. They're gonna bamf.
Dimension door. Both of them
Oh shit!
out of visible range. As you guys rush around the corner, you can see on the very edge of the cobblestone walkway, the carriage that they came in is now gaining speed and heading
Skill
down.
shot right now. I'm gonna try and take out a
Take out a wheel! Take out a wheel!
Go for it.
Down close the
Gonna
gates.
take out a
You're
wheel.
really
Come
loud.
on, Percy.
Close the gates!
There are no gates.
27.
Nice call.
At this point, the carriage slams onto the side of the ground and skids to a halt in the middle of the ice. The sleet's still spackling down as you guys all have turned the corner now as you approach. The gates have closed as the guards have slammed it. Listen to the dog on the far side.
Yes, yes!
The door kind of pops open on the side of the carriage. You see Lord and Lady Briarwood kind of step out.
Can I shoot my exploding
looking.
arrow?
Hold on. This is as you guys are just turning the corner. You can see now Lord Bimar kind of stands up and he's trying to compose himself, kind of ruffles himself angrily, looking at his damaged circumstance. Lady Briarwood's kind of against her shoulder, and she kind of goes, "At the very least, I think you should come visit us sometime, Percy. You're always welcome back home. Be nice if you visited your family once in a while." Roll initiative. So a portion of the outside of the carriage just blows apart. Wood shrapnel goes flying to each other side. As the smoke kind of settles in the explosion, you can see both Lord and Lady Briarwood are still standing there, seemingly unscathed by the event.
Turn your phone off!
She wraps her arms around him and she whispers in his ear, "Shh, it's all right." And they both vanish in a swirl of arcane energy. Please, please spare my life. Please. I'm just... What do you want from me?
What do you know?
About what?
I shoot him in the right hand.
It's an easy enough hit. He's prone before you. 3 of his fingers are blown off, and the kind of bloody stuff shaking it. I'm sorry. Look.
You're from Whitestone, yes?
You don't know what it's like. I have no choice.
Well, you do now. I reload again and put it on his left hand.
Please don't, please. The rest of you kind of gather, and you kind of step out from the edge of the window and make your way with the rest of the crowd, kind of watching this display on the front.
Frederick de Rollo.
Yes.
Where is he?
He's gone. He's gone, sir. I'm sorry.
Lady Johanna.
They're all gone. So they all...
Julius de Rollo.
No.
Vesper de Rollo. Whitney de Rollo. Ludwig de Rollo. Oliver de Rollo.
Your family's gone, sir. They were taken. They were killed. I'm sorry.
You will tell us everything you've seen.
They'll find me, sir. They'll kill me.
No, they won't. Because I will kill you first. Tell me what you've seen. Pulling the trigger. You fool, your soul is forfeit! Die! Die!
Upon seeing Percy go absolutely insane and screaming, "Your soul is now forfeit,"
Yeah, that did come out, didn't it?
out of
Sorry.
shock, my anti-life shell kind of dissipates. And I spend my action staring at him.
All right.
I have an itch, and it can only be scratched with a cowbell. Do you have a cowbell anywhere around here?
Wait, do you need more cowbell?
I just need a cowbell.
More.
It will.
Cowbell.
And can I borrow a cowbell from you?
Your kid's weird. And he keeps walking.
Your kid is
Tell
weird.
people about Vox
Not a
Machina.
child!
Save dude.
Can I
I bet there's one out there.
do I see any cowbells on the ground?
And you can take a glance about. You eventually can see that there is set up on one of the One of the fences that fences in the cows. There is a cowbell. Yes.
Hey, there's a cowbell.
Great.
Simon.
It will help the ruse. Here's my plan.
Okay.
We're all cows. Is that an okay plan?
I like it.
I'm kind of into this plan.
All right, I
But
guess.
doesn't that essentially make us the bait?
Yes, we're our own bait. Are you cool with that?
Should one of us maybe not be a cow?
Good idea.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe a few of us should not be cows because only a few people are going to have the ability to turn out of being a cow once they are a cow, unless they take damage.
We went from all cows to pretty much no one's a cow.
No. Keyleth is definitely a cow.
5
No, I mean I didn't mean
No,
it
no.
like that.
I can
Keyleth.
make us
It's
all.
fine.
You are
It's
very,
fine.
very lovely.
I can make us
So
all
lovely.
cows.
It's okay. What Vax said was way worse earlier.
How do you come out of being a cow if you are one?
I can get rid of it.
You do.
Yes, I can make us all cows.
Let's do it.
On and
When
off
else are we
switch.
all going to be cows?
On and off cow switch.
Come on. Unless it kills him instantly, we'll be fine.
You're right. So
You can't change size, but we can all be
like
grog-sized
tiny
cows or
cows.
Scanlan-sized
it can
cows.
be an array
Look like
of
super-
very
Array of different cows.
strangely sized
Super
cows.
like
juicy
it.
cows.
Scanlan, why don't you be like a calf? Baby cow.
What do you think?
Yeah. Does
I
he want veal
like
or
it.
does he
I'll
want?
allow it. Anything sees you as cows
Would be like, holy shit, those are
of,
talking
of
cows.
strange size. Yes.
It's camouflage.
Oh, you take this. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
good.
Thank you.
That's good.
Yeah.
This is why.
Let's be cows.
I have to give you experience for that.
So wait, what's going on?
You complete the spell, and with a sudden whoosh of cold night air, your vision blurs, and you kind of blink for a second and look around, and Vox Machina is now instead an array of slightly smaller than average cows.
Oh wait, no.
You are, by the way, you're more of a calf.
You're
like
so
a-
cute, Scanlan. Okay, shall we go interview some cows?
Yeah, let's go talk to some cows.
I just thought we'd give
The
it.
cows don't understand English.
I thought I'd give it a whack.
No matter if you look like a cow, they still don't understand.
Boy, if Uriel could see us now.
Inner council worthy.
I cast Speak with Animals.
This is the best Vox Machina adventure ever. All right, you cast Speak with Animals.
Can you tell?
What vital information have you learned?
I'll get back to you. 1 second.
So nothing.
Can you tell me anything about what it looks like?
It's big and has wings. It's fast and it keeps taking us.
I am.
Ask her when the moon is where it is. Is that at night when?
Does it seem to come at a certain time of night?
There you go. She knew.
The dark time.
It's a cow. This is the same as before. It's
Because
cow.
nothing is happening, I am now trying to eat grass.
I for once.
So you bend down and take clusters with your hands and start eating grass.
Guys,
Oh, we're ourselves still. We don't actually.
Yeah,
have
you're
those.
not actually physically cows. You're still yourselves. You just look like cows.
I for once, and it's not weird, I just shit on the floor. Seems totally normal.
We are in it, baby.
I'm just gonna notch my bow just to keep a look.
I know what to do.
Bigger and bigger, and
My
you
cow
realize at
is
this
going
point it was
stealth.
further away. Roll for cow stealth.
23.
Okay,
I kind of.
you're still a cow. Okay. Which, for the record, this currently right now looks like you see the cow clutched below, and currently there is a cow holding on to this.
Yeah, it lasts 8 hours.
Singing tiny cow. Oh my god. This scene.
Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. I cast fly on all of us. Fly, you fools!
Fly, you fools, fly!
And go right after him.
All right, all of you guys. At that point, you see Tiberius, and you all take off
I
after.
hope we don't get in trouble for fleeing him.
The cows take off into the night sky.
Fly, Vox Machina, move!
Fox Mookie.
A squadron of cows.
Of weirdly sized flying cows lit by moonlight, chasing after
It's
a giant
the
bird.
Amblin logo, except for cows.
I love Dungeons and Dragons.
What is this?
What's the fly speed?
I cast polymorph on it.
Oh shit!
Out of thematic reasons, I also turn him into a cow.
That's amazing.
Is what she cried.
18.
Rolled 1.
I'm a cow on a cow with a cow.
Like a cow.
Giant flying bird.
Oh my god.
It just begins to plummet at an extremely fast speed. You guys keep flying. You guys catch yourselves.
Nope, not concentration. It
Oh,
just
sweet.
lasts for 8 hours.
You guys are all still flying cows.
We're still flying
All
cows.
still just a squadron of flying illusory cows.
Yeah.
As the twins are flying, say, hey, did you notice we have the same pattern? Twins!
About this time,
This
you
is
hear
utterly ridiculous.
you hear a loud, impactful.
Oh.
And there's a cloud of
By nature here.
Do I know
what this is?
It's above our
you.
History check?
I'd say go make an intelligence check. Just roll your intelligence modifier.
Not a history
I can do it with you if you want.
When you made a history check, you know many things that exist here in the mountains, but at this distance, you don't see enough of it to actually.
Just have a,
He's not gonna let me do it.
He rolled a natural 20.
For
An
help
intelligence
out.
check because I'm an idiot, but
He doesn't know the
I
answer.
don't know.
I kind of want Grog to
But
speak
he's a
truth
mountain.
right
He's
here.
an expert on mountains.
actually, this works out kind of interestingly. As you guys are walking forward and you sing this and you're kind of keeping back, Grog, you instinctively look over and go, "Oh, that's a stone giant fortress."
I did something smart.
With your bloodline and knowing where you come from the upper floor, there is a grade, almost like a slow. Word escapes for a second.
Like a downgrade? Like
Yes.
A ramp.
Ramp.
slope.
Thank you.
A ramp.
Yeah.
A ramp that disappears below into the lower floor.
A sigil.
I'm gonna go into that.
Careful, careful. No,
We turn on him.
Fear of God.
Grog sacrifices the nose.
Basic rundown of the
Little lower.
size, design, and shape of Whitestone, with Castle Whitestone towards the top, built on top of a leveled off mountain that marks the southernmost
Castle,
point
this is
of the
the
mountain.
town.
And we're
That it's from currently.
that's a detailed map, man.
Okay.
I don't have any free time anymore.
They sell those stock, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
totally.
No, just
What's this little
few
outcropping?
generations.
Does this graveyard have catacombs? Tombs? Underground passages?
Do you ask this of Percy?
Yes.
Does it?
That graveyard does not. It
does
is
not.
a surface graveyard.
Surface graveyard.
There is a mausoleum,
Is a mausoleum,
but that
but that
is actually
is actually
contained beneath the castle.
castle.
Riveting.
So knowledgeable.
Riveting.
This is going to be that kind of
Percy, do
game.
you know of any secret passages to get actually into the castle?
I was wondering that myself.
There is the one that you took to escape. Because
Yes,
Sandra
there is
pulled you
one.
from.
Where is it?
He has an aneurysm.
Quickly,
Yeah.
you need faith. Scanlan Short.
Me.
You need
I
faith.
am the antithesis of faith.
You got to
Then
have
you need to
faith
shut
that
up and let us fix that tree.
And then what?
We rallied the
no!
We're gonna fight off a million
knows,
monsters to
Scanlan?
heal a tree, and then we're gonna say, okay,
Then maybe
bring
no
out the sun or something.
It's
The
a
sun
sun.
already
What?
rises.
Hang on. What did you just say?
Which what?
That thing you just said that no one heard? Because we were all shouting and arguing? Rally the townsfolk?
Rally the townsfolk. This is something I don't think that sneaking in is necessarily the answer. I'm not saying go in guns blazing, but I say we will let them know.
You wanna build a militia?
I want to build a rebellion.
I like it. Well, they would recognize you, wouldn't they, Percy? You've
I
been
have a
around
plan.
them.
I'm not.
You have a
I'm
plan.
kind of into this. Yeah.
Does it involve healing the tree?
It does.
Yeah.
I don't think there is any sneaking in thanks to those birds. So
I
we
don't
make a
either.
stand out here.
Tell us your plan.
Bring them out to the Sun Tree to
My
fight
plan
us.
is we do our best to sneak in. We find cover. Obviously, you said there's abandoned buildings. We find cover. We heal the tree. I have some other ideas. We take those zombie giants out one by one, quietly.
We're gonna be insurgents?
Shh, let him
Going to
finish
be
the plan.
insurgents.
I kind of love this.
Okay.
It's kind of like Attack on Titan.
We
This is
start
cool.
finding our friends, and we start making friends.
Okay.
We let them know we're back.
I like it. I like having the people.
I want to take some gunpowder and basically
Like a pipe bomb.
basically attach it to a piece of parchment. I want to wet it into a piece of parchment and let it dry, so that when I set fire to that piece of parchment, I get a burn scar. So I like to create a burn scar.
Yeah, that's totally doable.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Like, go ahead and roll
a
a
gas.
tinkering check just for
be
the sake
scarred?
of the possible.
A burn scar on yourself?
No, it'll scar anything.
Huh.
It just creates very, very high heat,
Like
Oh,
a
you're
mark.
like a brand.
mark.
Like a mark. Like our mark.
like a mark,
Like our mark.
not our mark.
The resistance.
The resistance.
I need a beret.
I rolled a 23.
You, well, the rest of you, you move past the center here, and to the left of you, you can see towards the town square, and there it is, the sun tree, a very, very large, you imagine beautiful tree at one time. At full height is probably about 40 feet tall. The branches twist out and almost look like they're hanging loosely at the ends. Everything looks droopy and desolate. There's not a leaf on it. And you do see the silhouette of the 8 figures slowly swaying from beneath the branches. Do you want to go through the square, closer to the tree? Do you want to move
We'll
southward?
avoid the tree a little bit and just
Go
keep
around.
going straight.
Should I keep going this way?
Yeah?
Do we see? There's like a larger building, isn't there? I can't.
Actually, I would say let's get a good look at the tree. Let's walk by it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna walk by the tree?
Okay.
Okay. We'll
Just
walk by
don't look like it's no big deal.
As you guys are keeping on the outskirts of the square, it's hard to make out the details, and the weathering has kind of muddled the figures that are hanging there. Percy and Vax, you guys notice the figure on the far left.
the body.
The body on the far left has a like a red paint smattered across its face and its arms. It's wearing a dirtied green vest-like robe that dangles below it as it hangs there loosely. Immediately to the left of it, you see what looks to be the body of a child. The child is dressed up in a purple-ish, billowing shirt, a very fine silk shirt and pantaloons, and is dangling there next to it. To the left of that, you see appears to be a female, adorned in greens and browns. Looks like red paint has been driven through the hair, and dangles to the left of that figure. Next to that, you see what appears
I'm
to
walking
be
the fuck away.
you see what appears to be another woman dressed in dark blacks and browns, leathers, some furs across the top, dark hair, dangling. To the left of that, you see another man dressed similarly, dark grays and blacks, long dark hair, dangling. To the left of that, you see a rather large man, older, rotund, probably in his 40s, clothing padded but mostly open chest, hair completely shaved bald. Looks like there are dark scars or placed across the face, hanging. To the left of that, you see this figure is actually not humanoid. It appears to have been
Oh my god.
recently hunted bear that is dangling.
No,
next
no,
to the
no, no,
rest
no,
of the
no, no,
group.
no.
Wait, what? Is that us?
It looks like us.
What?
It's us.
They killed people they thought were us. Or they killed.
Or it's a message.
Or it's a message to us.
Do they look like us, or are they just dressed like us? Are they made to look like us?
Do you want to get closer and look?
Yeah.
a little curious.
Do you want to get closer? And
Is there
look?
is there
Are
any
you
is there
sure?
anything around the tree other than
They're
that? Is there
probably
anything at the
watching
base
the
of the
tree.
tree? Is there anything?
From what you can see now,
they are.
nothing but just rocks and stones and piles of loose
We have
cloth
a
that
good
just been rotting
plan.
below it. Approaching, it looks like each one of these bodies has been dressed up. It looks like the color in the redhead's hair has been smeared through with paint. The person who's been painted red has been slapdash. You gather with a moment of looking at it, these were not individuals that were caught this way. This was set up as a message.
Keep walking, keep your head down, and keep walking.
I don't think they're here.
I don't know about the cleric.
All of us are there.
All of us who stood against them in Iman.
We're all there.
Body of my guy. Is he sort of handsome?
But that does mean that it was because of
Oh,
they
it's a
saw us
child?
in Amon.
Oh, God.
Because Tiberius wasn't here. So can we get like a vague idea of how long these people look like they might have been here?
Make an investigation check.
Is it safe? Should we go up?
We go up to the doors and
You're
give
a
it a tug.
scout.
Okay. Percy walks up to the doors.
We're going.
All right.
This is my neighborhood. I feel comfortable.
Okay. You
All right, Papa, let's go.
you go to the doors of the temple, the large wooden doors, which in them are carved this like flaming wreath into the wood. It looks almost like the outer ring of the classical depiction of a sun going across the sky, where you can see the waving flames licking the sides of the actual doors. And it is a double door. As you tug on the handle at the front, it gives very, very little to you.
Like a civilized person.
And you give a little more of a tug on it, not enough to gather attention, but just enough to really see if it's just stuck or if it's locked. And it appears that the doors are not opening.
Let me have a look.
Thank you. This is what he does.
There is no lock, actually.
There's no lock. Oh, but I rolled a natural 20. Does that help? Let me get to the door.
Suddenly a lock appears. Utterly pickable.
Utterly pickable. This is the most pickable lock I've ever seen.
There is no lock.
Pull out an Amex.
It is barred from the other side. There is some heavy wooden plank that is currently set on the other side of the door.
I would like to find out what happened.
Okay, good enough for me. I go in.
Okay. With a burst of kind of dark purplish energy, Scanlan steps through the door, leaving no mark or trace behind. On the other side, you hear this muffled as he reappears on the opposite side. But you do hear Vax muffling through the door.
All right, how big is this thing that's keeping the door shut?
It's about 8 feet wide, about a foot, 8 feet long, about a foot wide, and about 6 inches thick. Big old piece of just wooden board.
Couple hundred pounds?
Percival,
100
you were
pounds?
about to say that you have a
Say
bar or
probably
something?
weighs about
I do have a blade. I've never used
40,
it for
50
anything.
pounds. It's
40,
just-
50 pounds?
It's wood. It's
And
porous.
how high off the ground? Could I touch it? Could I
You can touch it. It gets to about your head, a little higher.
All right, I'm gonna try to lift it off.
You know, it's not bad.
From this position, it's not even budging.
Oh no.
Right, Scanlan,
Yo, oi!
step back from the door a couple of paces. I'm going to stick a blade through the doors.
It's not gonna do much. There's a big, heavy, heavy thing. Heavy thing.
I'm going to hold on one side, you're going to hold on the other, and we'll do it together. You're going to lift on your side, we're going to lift on this side.
I get the sharp side?
I can't get the handle through the crack in the door.
All right. I feel like there's some sort of spell I could use. All right, let's just do it your way.
You got that big beast hand? Does that interfere?
Yeah, I've got like a million things I could do,
Are
but
any of
let's
them
do it this way.
concentration spells?
That's the thing.
All right.
count of
Thing
three.
we've ever done.
So this is going to be the three of you as a skill challenge. I want all three of you to roll, not athletics, just a straight strength roll.
1, 2,
So roll d20.
3.
Add your strength.
16.
Plus strength. 12. Wait, did you get a 4? 4! We're the worst! We're the weakest. Oh, I cut my hand! Oh!
Which is exactly what happens, actually.
Bigby's hand.
I'm gonna take damage.
First and foremost, you take 4 points of slashing damage
Of course
to your
I do.
hand. You pull back, and there's a line of blood now. We're gonna
Damn
rip
it,
off your
people.
hand, and you kind of shake it amongst yourself.
Send all the big strong men.
Well, geez, Louise.
Whip out the purple hand, man.
Seems like overkill. What about just a thunder wave? Can I do that?
Certainly. Are you able to affect living and non-living matter? Yes.
Hold on, this is stupid.
Are you sure?
We're going to the window. We're going to the window.
No. Let's carry this out.
No, we're going to the window. Please do not destroy the temple.
3 hours later, we're still trying to open the door.
It's not even locked.
They're broken a little higher up, so you can either continue to break the bottom part of the window or just attempt to leap through the hole.
Yeah, I'll attempt to leap
Okay, so
through
make an
it.
acrobatics check.
The saga of the door.
Just a door, you guys. It's just a door.
25.
25. You get a running start, leap off the side, and parkour up between the between the actual. There's an extension to the side where another room is that's attached on each side of the temple towards the back.
Yes.
You leap off that wall onto the a small pillar that's holding the side of the window, and then up through the broken portion of the stained glass landing, 3-point landing on the inside.
You want to help me lift this thing?
With my good hand.
Come on,
yes.
shorty.
All right. Have both you guys make strength checks.
All right.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna get some assistance. I call my unseen servant to assist.
Okay.
He's gonna lift with us.
Simon, with the brief burst of wind energy, a shimmering form, somewhat humanoid in shape but still amorphous, appears
Hi, Daryl.
and begins to shove itself up against the bottom of the wooden bar.
Oh, I see.
You got a 6.
4. So that's 9.
The three of you, one mystically summoned from a plane beyond your
lift
own, cannot seem to budge this single wooden door. You've defeated beholders. You've slaughtered Ithila underneath the Underdark, deep in the
Having a
belly
bad
of the
day.
planet. But this door bests you.
Man, Laura and Travis ain't missing shit.
All right, I'm doing it. Step back.
Whip out the hand.
All right, I summon Bigby's hand, the mightiest hand that will ever unlock a door ever. Bigby's hand.
Giant glimmering purple fist appears in your vicinity to it.
Plus 8, 20.
How do you want to do this?
One of his fingers just goes, and it,
With one finger?
the door
Overkill.
opens up, and Percy stands there looking not
Was
very
it
happy.
overkill? Because really, it took that.
It took 3 spells
it's
to
exactly
open this door. 3
It's
spells.
not overkill if you use what it took.
3 spells, and I injured myself.
We took damage from an inanimate object.
Lady Briarwood says we should be having visitors any day now, and I would hate to be caught flat-footed. So, we're going to go ahead and gather our arms. We're going to make sure that we outfit the place the best we can. Traps, alarms, whatever is necessary to make sure that we are not caught off guard.
This is about to be hilarious.
You guys came at just about the right time.
I think it's time to start killing.
Grog up first.
Places, everyone, places.
Grog up before me, and then I go right after
Opening night,
Grog.
and I'm so excited.
Stealth checks all around us. Welcome, everyone, to tonight's episode of Critical Role, special Halloween edition. My name is Matthew Mercer. I'm the Dungeon Master for the show. This wonderful show where a bunch of crazy voice actors get together and roll dice as a bunch of nerdy D&D players. So, welcome for all the newcomers, and not normally dressed this insane. We'll be revealing the rest of our cast here in just a moment. Oh man, that costume, Travis. I think I mentioned it before. I'm pretty sure in one of my games we've
Yep.
had a time.
Yep. Do I get advantage all night?
No.
Do we all get to see what we're dressed as?
Yeah.
Yes, let's go around
In
the
case
table.
people don't know.
I feel like trade me seats for a second, Liam.
Yeah, get out of here, Dread.
I take this.
There you go.
So, ladies,
We're just as rat queens.
We're rat queens. I'm Violet.
I'm Hannah. You should
And-
check it out. It's an awesome comic book.
You
Supposed to
should.
swear.
Huh?
You gotta swear.
Right.
Oh, I'm conjuring up a little fuck you.
And we're what does Violet say? She's like, we're gonna put the kick ass back in team. Something like that.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
guys
Rat
know?
queens.
Hell yeah.
It's great.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Travis, what are you dressed as?
I'm Helga, the angry tavern wench, and I only love one man, Scanlon.
That's fantastic. Other side of the table. Let's see.
Oh. Look who just showed up.
Who are you dressed as, Sam?
I'm either a porn actor or Burt Reynolds. I can't smile. It's Smokey and the Bandit. I can't get him to stay.
That's okay. We'll find some duct tape for you.
My costume is awesome.
Yeah, your monkey's been a little rough.
I've ever seen.
Oh my god.
Velcro.
So sweaty.
Our mustaches need to take a picture.
Oh, that is some stash love.
Oh, that's amazing.
Dirty, dirty stash love.
All right, Taliesin.
I am Quentin Quire, Kid Omega of the X-Men. For those of you who read way too much X-Men, so this is my throw together because he has a mohawk and so few people do.
Now he does.
But we skipped over my brother.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, because you vanished.
Oh, wow.
Stealthy.
I'm the Dread Pirate Roberts, and I will most likely kill you in the morning. Or myself, because this is actually very sharp.
Do you have a comment about my perfect breasts and a shortage of them? No, careful. They're expensive.
Let's just put that right there.
Yeah, put that right there. Be careful. It's actually stabbing in real life as opposed to just the game today, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, Liam doesn't know how to use
Swords.
knives or swords at all.
He'll learn in time. I'm dressed as Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher series, Witcher 3 specifically for this set of armor and outfit.
How about that costume, ladies and gentlemen?
You made all that, by the way.
I did.
He's a full-size action figure.
I have a problem when it comes to building stuff.
He made that?
Yeah, I did.
What are you talking about?
I have a problem.
that's
Well,
really good.
the problem is being a huge fan of the Witcher series for a long time. But yeah, so that's our crazy Halloweenness. We'll kick back here in just a minute to start the game and see where the wonders and dangers of Whitestone bring to Vox Machina. So the sun beginning to find its way setting across the evening sky. What would you like to do?
I'm having a real hard time role-playing right now.
What you mean? What are you doing, Vex? Come on.
Look at that.
That right there?
It's actually really difficult to play a character when you're dressed as a different character.
Well,
Not gonna lie.
we're gonna learn.
We're gonna learn how to do it.
We're live,
You
people.
wanna, like, role play as a character you're dressed,
You're dressed as, yeah, but
where
don't do
it's
that.
not- But don't do that.
I don't. I feel as groggy as ever.
Yeah, I don't think Scanlan's gonna have a problem tonight.
Yeah. No.
This is how I imagine myself to be.
I'm
I
genuinely
am
trying to
not
wipe this
going
file
to
off
look at
my
that
face
table
right
Yeah.
at all tonight. I'm all auditory for you three, sorry.
No one's here. Looks like it hasn't been touched.
Okay.
Those eyes make you look far more sarcastic than you normally do. I can't tell if he's just.
Do they?
No.
Jesus Christ.
And he doesn't even smile at all.
The worst.
So, Percival.
Look, it's gonna help him on his quest to get revenge and kill all the people that killed his family, right? So can we do that? And then if he gets out of control, we bop him on the head and take him to a temple.
I think that's the best plan we have,
I
actually.
mean, you were really awesome in that
You
last
did
fight.
look pretty amazing, I'm not gonna lie.
A little
just
bit
saying.
of pee came out. It was that good.
But I don't like how dark it went, Percy. It went really dark.
And here's bringing wrath and ruin the way you just did, or you won't have our assistance. Not all of us.
Now, Vax, what are you talking about? We all knew what we were doing when we... Pay attention to me. I'm trying to be
listening.
serious here. Don't you turn your eyes away from me. Look at me when I'm talking to you.
I'm very upset.
We all
right
knew what
now.
we were doing when we went into the house. It was an assassination mission. I don't understand why everyone's harping on how dark it got. We knew we were there to kill
knew we
everyone
were
in the
there to
whole
kill everyone.
place.
This is a city oppressed. These people did not invite it upon
that
themselves.
guy deserved it.
He was a.
But we did rip his tongue out, which I think was a bit harsh.
He said take his tongue.
These people don't want to exchange one warlord for another. We need to maybe dial it back a tick or two.
No, I disagree.
I do too, pedo stash.
We have to make. We have to make a strong appearance. This is shock and awe. We're not going to win over the people by, half measures and hey, let's hold a election or something. We have to kill everyone in as dramatic a fashion as
This
possible.
is beheading a pony all over again.
You think we're
This
going
is
to win them over
intimidation.
by showing them how disgusting we are?
No, how disgusting they are and how disgusting they die.
They deserved it.
You guys finish. Who's taking second watch? All right, we got Grog and Vax. All right, so you guys.
Well, Percival is sleeping. I pull Grog over and we just look at him for a while. I say, where do you think the smoke comes out of?
Oh, that's a good question.
Do you think it's like the nostrils?
No, it looked like it was coming from the bottom up, and there's only like 2 holes down there. So it's either,
That's right.
yeah, it's either the dirt button or
It could just be his paws. You're right. It's probably the pooper.
it's probably the periscope.
Yeah.
You're right.
As you guys are having this conversation, Scanlan, you're up.
Okay, so there's 3 of these things?
There are 3 of them, yes.
Okay. I'm going to use my movement. Can I see them all?
You can currently, yes. They're all.
I'll use my movement because I just woke up to pee. Because I just woke up, I gotta pee.
Do you have morning?
I probably have it's midnight wood.
Okay.
Midnight wood.
Scadler,
So it's probably gonna go everywhere.
you were
Nice,
acting like you're
that's-
Botox.
I know.
I can't move my lips.
So, Scanlan, you use your movement to pee. All right, so your face.
While I'm peeing,
Yeah.
I whip out
Oh no.
my wand of magic missiles.
Jesus.
And I point it and I use 4 of the slots for it
Okay.
to shoot 12 4 times 3 is 12 missiles,
Right.
which is 4d4 plus 4
You little trickster.
for each one that I hit.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
It's the mustache.
So as you get up, spraying an arc.
By the
across
way, I'm
front.
holding my dick with one hand and the wand with the other.
So you're dual wielding.
I'm
Okay.
dual wielding.
Are you proficient in that?
I think Scanlan's pretty proficient in this. I'm just saying. All right, so
And they're both spraying everywhere.
happy Halloween.
Are you writing your name with your left hand?
Okay, so as you sign your signature on the ground, you also burst forth with a series of arcane bolts that streak across the room, slamming into the sides of each of these vampires. They all look towards you, as a reaction to the pain, and their heads all turn curiously as to what they see. Not what they were expecting.
Don't worry, I won't wash my hands.
All right. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Never gonna stop being
So
funny.
attractive tonight for some reason. Have we been together?
What?
Are you using a new condition?
Oh, you and I have
We're
been
gonna knock those
together.
little ponytails out.
Did you see?
Ooh, look at
I
that.
carved that in with a pen myself. After our night together. Where have you been my whole life? Sorry.
It's canon.
This is our least serious episode ever.
No,
We cannot
no.
wear costumes.
Just drop that fat name of yours, buddy.
It's true.
Grog
Only
says.
one person would know the entire name of Percival Derolo.
Do you know the full name of Percival Derolo?
I was
The
wondering if
third?
you were about to do it.
No, I'm
Can
asking.
you do it?
Yeah, it's Museldorf Musketeers.
Percival Sanchez Vicario.
I'm
Almond
so
joy.
entertained.
Percival
The Nino,
von
the Pinta,
von
the
Musel,
Santa Maria.
Percival von Musel
Granola.
von Liechtenstein
Kevin
Rollo III.
Kevin Dorff,
Luca.
Wesley Snipes.
I love you all so much.
Magneto de Rollo the Third.
Rollo III.
Someone should run these fuckers out of town.
That ain't gonna happen, mate. Sorry.
I have a friend named Kevin. He says there is someone trying to do something about it. He says that's what caused that fire yesterday over at that big fancy house. He
Yeah, I heard
says
about
there's rebels afoot.
I take the mug that I have and I pour the rest of it out on this little one's head.
Oh,
You say you speak when you're spoken to.
No, it's okay. Let the boy
Men
speak.
are talking.
I'm sorry,
Let
Papa.
your
don't
boy
hit me.
speak. What were you saying?
I'm just saying what I overheard. My friend Kevin, he's truthful. When he lies, his papa beats him, so I believe him. He said that someone really strong took out someone who was at that big fancy house that was all aflame the other day. He said that there's lots of them and that they're gonna free us all from this hell we live in.
Make. Oh man, that's a layered check. Make a persuasion and a deception roll back to back.
Persuasion.
Kids are
Oh my
right.
god, this is terrible.
Okay, persuasion, 39.
How? Is that even possible?
Deception, 15. Wait, or 29. It's a lot.
It's probably 29.
What's your bonus to
No, it's 16 plus 13.
Okay, so 29.
That's 29. Sorry.
Okay,
sorry,
I was like-
sorry. It's a lot.
39.
Well, it'd be nice for a change. There'd be someone up to fucking fight for this shit all over the place.
I start fake weeping into my cup.
He goes, oh no. No need for that. Gonna make me lose my appetite. I hate the sound of a grown man crying. Chin up, and he takes and flicks a coin at your face.
Oh, fuck.
Look, if what he's saying's true, and we got some sort of saviour making their way into town, well, let's hope they're at least a little more prepared than the last ones.
The last ones?
Well, the uprising 3 years ago. Are you new to this fucking town?
3 years ago, Papa wouldn't let me out of the closet, so I didn't hear much of what was going
Okay,
on.
first and foremost, you gotta treat your boy better. Gonna raise someone no better than the motherfuckers running Whitestone right now if you keep this up.
Did you really puke or did you fake puke?
I'm sorry about my Papa. He's had such a hard time these last few years. Our crops are not performing well, and he's under a lot of pressure. And well, I think Mama doesn't love him anymore. I'm sorry. We can go.
I think you should. Get your ass out of here.
Come on, Papa. Let's go. I turn around and I just take the rest of his drink. All right, I will drop Percy's seeming.
Okay. There's the slamming sound as the tome he's holding hits the floor.
Hello, Archie.
Percival. Sweet Percival.
Not so sweet these days. I did not think you would have lived.
I thought you had perished in the subjugation. Percival, you have no idea the joy this brings to my heart. And he reaches out and kind of like just touches the edge of your face like he's still in disbelief. Your hair. It seems age has caught up to you as well.
It was difficult leaving.
You see a smile creep across this very, very tense old man face, and he kind of looks about the room with a renewed energy that wasn't there before.
My friends are strong.
With you here, Percival, we've two Derolo spearheading a rebellion. We have the guiding light the people need.
Who else survived?
We must succeed, Percival. If this fails, there won't be anyone else left to rise up. They're nearing their goal, according to your sister, Cassandra. And we haven't much time. Your sister leaves Percival.
Oh, shit!
She survived the attack and was taken as the personal assistant or slave of the Briarwoods and used as an example, a symbol of their dominance. She's been feeding us information for years, whenever she could, and she was the helping guide the last 2 attempts we've made. We've not received a letter for her in weeks now. But no, you're not the only surviving member of your family. I will talk to your people. I will talk to mine. You will have your militia. Guide us, Percival Frederickstein von Musel Kowalski de Rolo III.
Wow!
And with us, Vox Machina.
Vox Machina! Wait! You know who we are? Oh, how does he know?
I don't know.
All of us
Wait, this is a woman.
have information from all over these lands. We've had a few friends come from Iman over the past couple years. They met some dire ends. But just don't think that we haven't heard of your exploits.
Oh, you want me to do mine first and then...
Whenever you're ready.
How about you wait 30 seconds and go?
Got it.
All right. I turn into a triceratops.
Okay. Through your bardic research and hearing many tales and seeing scribblings in books of presumably madmen, apparently there were certain creatures that existed long before the civilization had taken root. You have heard of some of these, one of which is the mighty and frightening Triceratops. You hear it's just a fable, but it's kind of fun to pretend to be one, sure.
3 horns and big.
Yep, and out of nowhere, this tiny fly swoosh into a Triceratops, boom, lands and crushing the man beneath you. Okay, he is crushing, he is prone beneath you right now.
And for my move, I bash down the door.
9, 7 plus 3, 12 points damage. You turn around and with a loud cracking sound, the whole outside of the doorway and most of that side of the room is just thrashed and destroyed. Wood chunks go flying everywhere with a loud roar. You see the part of the inside of the foyer collapses from that side of the building. You basically just take out a whole support and start thrashing around. You hear voices begin yelling out from in the household. So Scanlan, you are, I did not have a Triceratops, but I did have a Stegosaurus. Roughly the same size, so, Bloodspike Behemoth.
That's kind of racist.
I'm sorry.
Saying.
You know what? They're not around to argue.
We don't not around to argue that you know of.
You're gonna get a bunch of angry tweets from Stegosauruses and
I'm sure. Please, bring them my way. As you slam your way into the front of Duke Vedmeyer's estate, pieces of wood blasting outward, scattering amongst the center of the foyer. You see before you a rising staircase that divides into 2 separate staircases that curl around to the second level.
Lovely decor.
You also see at the top Duke Vedmeyer himself, a large, hairless, gray-skinned Goliath wielding a giant 2-handed sword, armored with a breastplate.
Beckmeyer?
Okay.
He's a Goliath?
Goliath, yeah.
Beckmeyer's
Wow.
Goliath.
Wow, that's going to be fun later, but not right now.
In what appears to be a waiting pattern should anything try and charge its way into the
They'll
house.
probably all shoot me, won't they?
In fact, roll initiative.
Here's the thing. I should probably leave.
Yeah, come on.
Yes. But come on, I'm a Triceratops. I gotta have some fun first, right?
You can take a couple hit points, right?
Right?
Yeah, I think you revert back.
Scanlan, what are you doing? You have initiative. What are you doing? Is that your turn? You're now up on the rooftop. There's rain pouring down. You're immediately soaked from the heavy storm that's now coming into Whitestone.
Yeah. It's just me up here?
Just you up there, yeah.
Okay. I'll go invisible and just kind of hang and just see
Okay.
what happens. I have a potion of fire breath.
You do.
Okay. Okay.
You know what? I'll just try it. I will fire breath potion myself.
Okay, you pull the cork off.
I don't know what this thing does. I just got this.
As you feel the fluid find its way down your esophagus, it warms it like a fine whiskey would, but the warmth just grows and grows to the point where it's almost too hot, but it never quite reaches the point where it's painful, but you feel as if like this need to belch is burbling within your stomach, and at any given point in time, you could let that belch fly forward.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of lean over the side and just scorch the whole front entrance as much as I can.
Okay.
Where I am.
As you let the belch out, it comes out in a large spray of orange, yellow, and red flames that immediately burst beneath the overhang, which is
By the way,
kept most.
I'm also invisible, right?
You are no longer, unfortunately. When you do an attack of some kind,
okay.
the invisibility is released.
Oh, okay, great.
So this gnome appears, soaking wet, over the edge of the roof, and then just releases this gout of fire that blankets the front of the building, catching flames on all the portions of the front part of the second and parts of the first story, including the top of the entryway that you had already smashed through as a Triceratops, which exposed a lot of dried wood, and immediately bursts into flame. You also do see on the opposite side a hatch slam open, and you see a giant, meaty Goliath hand.
Oh no! Shit! Oh!
Now stepping out into the rain, you see the Goliath Duke Vedmeyer step up with his two-handed sword.
Oh shit!
Good to go. Lovely home you've got here.
Don't shot him.
Put you there.
It's like Duel of the Fates.
Oh god!
Big B's hand! So I call forth Big B's hand, and I call for it. I will force him off the roof.
Yes!
Okay. All right, let's.
Awesome.
The roof is wet.
The roof is
Yeah.
indeed wet. I'm aware. Oh, this will be interesting.
I wanna fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As the hand pulls back, and goes rushing forward towards him. I want you to go ahead and make a strength check with the hand.
Oh shit, he's strong.
The strength is +8 so add 8 to this roll.
17 plus 8.
Natural 1.
Oh my god!
Of course.
I'm gonna kill everyone in this motherfucking house.
I've rolled so many ones today, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we're just getting
He's
started.
gonna face plant on
All
the
right.
roof and
If
then
the
go
hand pushes
over.
up 5 feet plus number of feet equal to 5 times your spellcasting modifier, yeah. Okay.
Please do it. Please kill everybody.
As the hand shoves him, he goes pushed off to this side. The hand, he seems holding against it, but the hand eventually scoops him up and actually gets him off of his feet and like shock puts him off the roof. He plummets backward, off the side of the roof, and you wait a second to hear across the way.
I gotta get out of here.
Shit's burning.
Burn the hatch and then get out.
Okay. Okay. Where am I close to the hatch?
Yeah, you're about 25 feet from it. That's where you kind of got it.
I'll hoof it over there and
Okay,
then
move over to the hatch, which is
just
right about there.
I'll look around and kind of punch myself in the gut.
Okay, as you reach over, you look down, and there is a ladder that leads up to the front, and there are 2 guards that are currently making their way up to the roof. They look up and see you. Their eyes go wide within their helmets, and as you release the flames, all you see is their faces go engulfing the entire tunnel.
I'm just gonna. I'm jumping in the rain. So I'm gonna jump off the. Can I go away from the Goliath?
That would be this way, or that way.
Okay, I look back at them and I do that thing where you just kind of do this. I trust fall off the back of it. Oh, I do.
Okay.
But I'm going to simultaneously make Big B's hand try to catch me.
Okay.
Catch me.
And in the moment that you expect ground to meet you with a heavy, hard smack of reality, a soft cushion of arcane energy catches you as these kind of spiritual, purplish fingers curl around and gently bring you to the ground.
Like Baymax.
Don't get handsy, Bigby.
Austin Powers.
All right.
The left, you can see now coming from the rain, maybe about 100 feet from you, giant hulking zombie giant is kind of stomping towards you. As you notice that, you see a number of figures come swarming out of the two buildings to the side of it, and immediately start attacking the zombie giant.
Oh. Go, get out.
Go, get out.
Run away.
They're attacking
They're attacking the zombie giant. That's good.
You have inspired people.
It's
GTFO,
working. It's
man.
working.
Yeah, I'm useless to you guys.
Rebellion.
So,
Hide your life.
yeah, I'm gonna
Kill
go
this
invisible
giant.
and watch from the shadows.
Okay. So you're just looking across the way, you can see the zombie giant is now currently like reaching down and swapping down. You can see, get a closer view. They look like some of the normal inhabitants here are wearing makeshift armor, weapons that they have, and they're now rising up and attempting to take down the zombie giant. You watch as it reaches out, it slams and smashes one to the ground, leaving him lifeless, while another two leap up on the back of the zombie giant and are stabbing it with spears, and you see it gives out this kind of roar. It's hard to tell from this distance which side is getting any ground, but it is currently now held up by this group of about 10 individuals that are attacking it at once.
That's so cool.
Are you sure?
We don't want to play Angry Birds.
I turn back towards the
Are you
villagers,
sure? I think we do.
who are probably running up at this point, and yell, "Fire! Bring fire!"
You see Keeper says, "Fire won't help, but I can.
Oh.
And so can she."
Ooh.
As he looks over his shoulder, you can see the villagers are parting, and there is running behind them this form of a small humanoid armored entity, but glowing. Her actual form is comprised of glowing radiant energy, like an actual avatar of Sarenrae in the form of a tiny gnome cleric who's charging through the rain. Each droplet of rain that hits her body just immediately evaporates on impact, and she comes charging towards you guys.
I'm reaching down to help her up on the top of the wall.
Oh my god. Keyleth thinks she died. Keyleth thinks she's dead.
Okay. As
I'm
you guys
grabbing
see,
Percy's arm and lowering him
Yep.
down lower because she's short.
it's easy enough for a 10-foot wall and for a gnome. So with that, Scanlan leaps up and you land next to Pike.
Hi, baby. It's been so long. Man, you look good. Oh man, I'm so distracted by your beauty. Hey, let's kick some ass together, shall we?
Come on, let's go!
And with that, it's all good.
Natural 20!
Oh!
Hey, what is she rolling? Huh.
She accidentally rolled a 10, so she was re-rolling for a d20, and she rolled a natural 20.
That's pretty fantastic.
Thank you for the translation.
Yes. Oh, yay!
Okay then. Given that circumstance, you in this semi-radiant form, you're back and leap into the air, and for a split second you see, with a flash of light, almost like these momentary feather angel wings, just burst out of the shoulder of Pike, that flap once and then disperse into sparkling feathers that vanish under the rain.
Yes.
As Pike leaps out, landing 35 feet in the center of this, on top of a skeleton. You slide down its body as its shield pushes you off to the ground, and you land on your feet. And as far as you can tell from your eye line, all you see are chattering skulls and blades around you for all visual perspectives, and a little bit of the skyline above you, a little bit of the clouded night sky. So Pike, are you going to use your action to destroy undead?
Yeah!
Okay.
There's like 80 skeletons he has to roll for,
Yeah,
so
he's rolling a gajillion times, Ashley.
Roll.
it's a little expensive.
These are general
I just keep
said.
hearing a thud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a knife through butter.
I can't believe he's rolling this many times.
This is
know.
insane.
Okay. So, as you see all the skeletons begin to reach for you and their blades come pulling down towards your armor, you curl into a ball, clutch your holy symbol of Sarenrae, and through the connection that has allowed you to be here in this moment, you feel this welling up radiant energy just burst out from you in this shock wave of glowing radiant force just blast outward. for that entire blast wave radius, which would be the entirety of this road leading back for about 60 feet, you end up turning to ash roughly 36 of these skeletons.
Whoa! What?
Just the rain itself is disintegrated by the sudden wave of heat, and there's just a cloud of ash that turns to mud immediately against the rain and slams against the nearby buildings, slowly dripping down the sides. Pieces of metal armor just go slamming to the ground, rolling into piles and piles of currently unused weapons.
Our jaws are just.
Yeah.
As you look up, you can see the remainder of the horde, which you're looking at probably about, at this point, 20 or so skeletons still pushing forward at this point, just mindlessly rushing towards the closest thing they can see, which is this glowing beacon of a gnome in the center of the street.
Oh my god.
All right, so that's Scanlan. What do you want to do?
By the way, can I just say, that's my girlfriend who just did that.
This giant table feast just rises.
Oh my god, is it
out
a
of the ground.
holy feast? Do we all do holy damage now?
No, but it is holy shit, it's delicious.
Holy shit, it's delicious.
It is very good.
Yes.
So you guys,
Best line of the night.
benches around and available. You all sit around it and dig into the most delightful mid-tunnel, cold sub-castle breakfast you've ever had.
And if, in the horribly unfortunate scenario where she can't, Pike, can you leave us anything?
A hero's fucking feast.
A potion, a
hero's
spell,
feast is better
a
than any
prayer,
potion.
a symbol, a sigil, anything.
Hero's
Sigil.
Oh, a sigil.
It's a Google.
Said it wrong.
Thank you.
Oh, prepare to be gift, Mercer.
Yeah.
There's some amazing.
And as you coalesce the clouds to be extremely dark and to form the Dorolo crest symbol in the sky, as that happens, you begin to see, about 2 minutes later, little beacon lights begin to ignite across the city. Lanterns and torches being lit, and it looks like, as it is probably an hour past dawn, that the surviving remainder of the Whitestone Rebellion is rearing itself to attack.
We should have sang One Day More.
Well, we still
night.
can. But yes,
game on.
before we do this, I love you all, and I wish us all the best of luck today. I especially love Pike, and I'm so happy she's with us for this. But if some of us don't return, I think that the glory of what we're doing today and the justice of what we're doing today has been worth it. And Percy, I hope you get some sort of redemption in all of this.
To the Dorolos.
To the Dorolos.
To Whitestone.
To Whitestone.
To Vox Machina. To Vox Machina.
And gently start to push the statue out of the way.
Make a strength check. 20.
Oh no, really?
That's a 1.
Natural 1.
I'm sorry.
Grog cracks his fingers and kind of grins, stepping up, goes to push the statue, and then pop! Something in your lower back just gives, and
Peacock a little more for us, please.
the air escapes your lungs, and it's been a long time since this injury has crept up, but you threw your back out a little.
I slide down and go, I'm so tired of taking all the glory. Why don't you guys...
Trinket tries to like.
Okay. Trinket, who at this point in time, by the way, guys, takes up a large portion of this tunnel.
Yeah, he
kind
wants
of
to get the fuck out of here.
pushes past you guys and turns around and puts his rump against it and starts to just backing up into it. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Please defeat this door.
Fucking doors.
Big Scrog's back. Doors of Whitestone.
Doors of fucking Whitestone. Oh god.
Hey, Pike,
It doesn't fucking matter because I rolled a 3. Doors.
Perpetually defeating by passageways and entrances.
Pursue doors!
Yes. I've got this, guys.
But before we
Oh, no.
listen, this could potentially be humiliating for all of us, but before we expend any of our arcane abilities, please let us all at least try and fail.
Can we try it?
We all
Before you
push
take out the
together.
damage.
Let's all push together.
Push.
As much as we can.
Wait, what? Why are we pushing?
Let's
this
do. Wait, let's do the
We're gonna
three.
Get through it.
Let's do the 1.5 elf push, shall we? You
Us three?
and me. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
what's the
Percy.
one and
I'm
a half
Percy,
elf
for
join?
sure.
All right.
He's helping.
I am not helping.
Oh, I rolled a 19.
1, 8.
11.
Wait, this is just a strength check?
Yeah, adding your strength.
Just strength. 21.
12.
Okay, as a good solid try, all the force of you guys combined, there is just a lot of weight pressed up against the statue. The crates on the other side, this storage room is very full, and you find Vox Machina for all of its journeys, battles, victories, and celebratory events, bested by a room of clutter.
I am very impressed with
Pike, did you want to give it a shot?
I've got this.
biceps
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I turn
Pike.
around, I'm still pushing.
Wait. Pike's gonna do this?
Okay, Pike, go ahead and make a roll a d20, add your strength modifier.
19.
All right. As you guys all take a moment and have this discussion, Pike just kind of steps forward, her hair kind of drifting a little bit behind her, like it's just buoyant in the air.
Somebody try it. Please try it.
She steps up and centers herself, sets her shield to the side, puts her mace down, closes her eyes, puts her hands on the statue, and just begins to shove and push. As she does, you guys hear.
Seriously?
Well, I could have done that.
And the crates begin to push and move out of the way, and she pushes the statue a good 6 feet ahead, pushing some of it out of the way, leaving a little bit of opening and a visual walkway into this basement
Look at that.
area.
Must be nice to have this.
Hi. You saved the day again.
Mrs. Shorthalt, you are amazing.
Whoa, Scan.
Well, fine.
I
Trinket gives a.
Pike, will you carry me over the threshold?
Wait.
Please don't
Don't
leave
trust
me. I don't know what's going on.
This is awful.
Is it? Leave her.
What if you don't succeed? What if you fall in whatever folly you're making your way into this castle for, and I waste away down here myself?
I'm
Please.
just giving you food and water. We'll be back within 24 hours. Come on, we're going.
Hold on.
Please.
Ma'am, here. I'm giving you a magical whip. It will protect you against anyone who comes down here.
I step forward
Oh,
now,
shit.
behind Scanlan.
She, like,
Super
and-
fucking intimidating. If things go well upstairs, we'll be back. If when we leave, you make a peep, you won't ever again.
Then go. Leave me. Useless.
I take them.
Was it a magical whip or just a piece of rope?
It was some toilet paper.
Keep you well fed here, do they?
No. But if you eat it all at once, you'll have nothing to keep you over to the next time.
Yeah, have a little nibble.
She gives you a strange look.
Have a little nibble.
Takes some of the rations and breaks it off. And...
It's good. I'll fucking bite into the meat of my hand because I see what she's trying to do.
Okay.
Just
She kind of.
What's wrong with you?
a little. Oh no, some nice type AB right here on tap.
She turns her head curiously and looks disgusted and disturbed by this display.
No,
Very confused.
clean blood. Feel yourself, Tim.
All right, we're
I know
making,
not which madness is taking you.
we're making asses of ourselves.
Get us out of here.
We're making
Please.
asses of ourselves.
Please.
Okay, Vax walks towards the stairs. The rest of you guys.
Doors and old people.
Quiet, please.
I'm gonna act like I'm trying to pick the lock
Rogue at
to
work.
help her, but I'm really gonna not try very hard. It's I'm putting on a show for her.
Okay,
This is
as
a really difficult
okay,
lock.
as you're going for the lock, she kind of rushes up and like helps you with it. It's like holding. It's like
Yes, please. Just like that. All right.
And then
You
what?
turn it this way. You
Yeah.
put the.
And
you don't
I
even have
snap
proper
the
tools
thing,
for this.
I snap the thing into the lock.
Oh no. I knew I should.
Foolish girl.
I just don't know what I'm doing. But I will be back with someone who does.
make a perception check. When she went up and grabbed the lock with you, You only, her hands grabbed the lock. You only felt one hand.
Oh my god, it's Ripley! Oh my god, it's Ripley! Sorry.
What?
You're not there.
I'm saying that as Marisha, not as Keelan. Saying that as a person.
The worst.
I'm sorry.
But anyway.
Wow.
Shush,
You
you
don't
don't
know.
know anything.
You don't know
Shut
shit.
up.
We are going to leave
God.
it there.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, who's Ripley?
And we can sense that you are casting magic of some sort on yourself to disguise yourself. Now, I have some familiarity with this, so I make no judgment as to why. But please reveal your true self to us, or else we cannot trust you, and we will leave you here to rot and possibly die. Face.
Now I do it now! I don't know!
Now I do it now!
Hopefully quieter than that in the game.
And as soon as this moment hits, she pushes back even further, kind of pressing herself against the wall, arms to the side.
There you are.
I must say, you look way better like this.
Happy?
Extremely.
Yes, I'd say so.
Yes, yes. So who are you for real?
My name is Anna. And I would like to be set free, if you don't mind. I can be of assistance to you. I happen to know a lot of information about the people that currently reside within this castle.
How would you know anything about them?
Release me and I'll tell you.
You want to be set
Tell us and
free.
we'll release you.
Who said that?
You've been so forthright in your interest in helping such an old and frail woman. How can I have any sort of guarantee of my safety should I give you the information you seek? You could very well slay me in this cell.
That might happen if you're not careful.
Do you recognize her, Percy?
Yes. You very much recognize it. You do notice, by the way, her right hand is where the sleeve ends. There is no hand there. It is just a missing hand, and the left hand is visible.
As far as we can see, unarmed, right?
Yeah.
Anna,
Yes.
let's be frank with each other. You have two options. Either you are going to die in this cell, and I promise you, you will die in this cell, or you're going to convince us why you shouldn't. So I would start talking right now, or I swear we will not leave this dungeon before you're dead. Can you lead us to Cassandra de Rollo?
She kind of turns her head with a curious look. I could, yes. Why do you ask? She looks at you very intently.
That may be what your life is worth.
So, what else do you wish to know? What else do you need to even get me out from behind these bars? Because I'm growing very uncomfortable and cold here in this cellar.
I pull forward. I look her very deeply in the eye. And I say, you should know who your friends are here. Do you know that we're friends? And I'm going to become friends. So I'm casting friends.
Okay.
What?
What?
Good Percy casting friends or Shadow Monster casting friends?
We'll never know.
Percy.
Until
Hard to say.
he and Ripley kill us all.
Just for flavor, there is definitely some creepy happening.
Getting creepy.
Okay.
Anna,
Chemical experiment.
you will take us to Cassandra de Rollo. You will tell us what you know about what's in the basement. You will tell us where to find Lord and Lady Briarwood. And you will tell us where to find Professor Anders. And for this, we may let you go.
May. That word may.
I'll let you leave the castle.
And if I agree to these terms, you will release me this moment? Keep me safe until it is time for me to take my leave?
We may chain you to a bear, but yes.
This is a whole. This is Clarota all fucking over again.
You are, at the moment, the luckiest person in Whitestone. Do you know why? So you're at the bottom of my list. And I take off the hat.
Oh shit!
As the peasant image fades before her, there's an intensity to her eyes, a widening of realization as she steps back instinctually with a gasp. And there is definite fear in her voice and her eyes, but there's an uncontrollable smile on her face, which catches you off guard. Percival.
She's a nervous laugher.
Well then, this certainly explains a lot. I have many questions. I found your recent work very fascinating.
I will be happy to give you an up-close and very personal demonstration. Unless, of course, you would rather have conversations about other topics.
We'll start with the other topics.
And I walk up to the gate and I say, he's a very good shot. She's a very good shot.
He poops on things.
This
all the
guy,
time.
I've watched turn things into the jelly of the month, so I would tread very carefully.
And then I kind of peek out of the shadows and I go, hi.
She's a nervous laugher.
And you can see, kind of in the center to the back of the room, is an older gentleman wearing a breastplate. You can see his like very, very short gray hair, a little bit of facial hair that's grown in, but not to a full beard. It looks just like it's been left to go on its own for a little while. And he's currently holding a young woman, roughly early 20s or so, with dark brown hair with a couple of streaks of kind of white through the sides of the temple, holding her by her hair with a dagger to her throat and saying, shh. Shh. Now, when I tell you, you'll say what I told you to say. Got it? And you just tears streak down her face. She's like,
I back up about 5 steps and very quietly say, Jenga.
I start running.
And I run at the door and
Yeah.
I kick it open and throw it in.
Yeah! Well, that happened.
okay.
Holy shit.
Well, that happened.
As he moves this eye out of the way, the dagger right into the slot, and he screams out "Ah!" in pain as it just plunges into his eye socket. Not deep enough to actually hit any brain, but enough to definitely take that eye out as any sort of viable method. The second one just hits him in the shoulder, and reaction to that, Cassandra screams out, "No! Run! It's a trap!" At which point, he takes his dagger and just runs it across her throat.
I don't think it's her. It's not her.
You just see crimson begin to pour down the front.
I'll take my cover. I'm going to pull out.
As you walk in, you look in the corner, you can see these armor-attacking Grog as axe forward. There's these 2 armored entities kind of floating in the air. You see Anders in the corner, clutching hand over one eye with blood streaked on the face, a number of wounds bleeding out from the armor. Already been a rough take for him, and your eye slows down, and for the first time in a long time, you see on the ground before you, kind of clutching her throat, no wound or blood splatter, but clutching her throat and kind of breathing heavily, your sister Cassandra. And you look back up at Anders, and you feel the burning rage begin to billow up inside you. And as you walk in the room towards the center of the table, you guys who see this, are able to see the room, you see now from outside of his sleeves, outside from under his coat, there's just blackish purple smoke beginning to just billow out from behind.
Does it seem more extreme than it has been in the past?
It seemed pretty extreme in the past. You just started, you don't know.
Okay.
Go for it.
I pull off my hat of disguise, drop it on the floor.
Okay.
And I'm going to just unload at that motherfucker.
As you pull off the hat, your image shifts fully to Percy, at which point Anders kind of looks back and sees this source of smoke and glances over. His hand falls away as a moment reveals his eye goes wide. Percy.
I die to rise again. We are his blood.
I put my gun in his mouth to shut him the fuck up. You're the face I saw when murder entered my heart. This is your doing, and I pull the trigger.
With that, a resounding blast echoes through the room. The back of his head just scatters across the wall behind him. The top of his head kind of folds in a little bit from the now lack of a substantial base, and he just kind of tumbles backward, releasing the gun with a limp onto the ground behind you. You're still holding the pepper box in front of you, hands shaking. As you hold it there looking at it, you can see there's a flash of purple energy across the barrel that has Anders' name across it, and the name burns away, leaving the barrel blank. Smoke begins to subside a little bit. It's still there, but it seems like the moment it has this kind of release aspect to it.
That's my turn.
Yeah, that is a turn. Max, you're up.
First of all, he had a knife.
You
to
count
his
to...
throat. He was going to kill her.
Thank you, but count to 10, and now I drop them and go over to my sister.
At which point, as you're saying this...
I was afraid she was going to die.
To be fair, you did kind of get her throat slit, but it's okay.
As you're saying this, and you turn around, you can see she's kind of sat up, and she just sees this conversation and goes, Percy.
Hi.
Percy.
I'm so sorry.
And she just gets up off the ground, runs up, and just grabs you and embraces you tightly. You can feel like all the muscles tense in her body as she just holds you with a slight shake to her body.
I'm so sorry for leaving you.
I thought you were dead. She pulls away for a second and just looks at you, and there's a coldness to her face. She's happy, but there's, even for her young age, you can see there's, lines at the corner of her eyes. She's probably been through a lot. She smiles and kind of looks up at you again, and you can see there's the white shocks in her hair, and she kind of looks up and touches your hair and goes, I see we've both survived quite a bit.
I wouldn't trade.
I'm good. And she kind of steels herself for a second, and even more so, you see her, there's an intensity to her.
Perception check?
Are we out of combat now?
You guys are currently out of combat.
Okay. I'm going to, clutching my bleeding belly, walk over toward Keyleth and say that was a close one.
Yeah. I kind of feel like we've been here before. Oh, right, we have been here before.
You know I'm in love with you, right? And I kiss her.
Oh! Persistent cough.
And on that note, we're going to go ahead and take a quick little break.
Before we cross the precipice into this what is it? Undercroft?
Undercroft you're referring to, yeah.
Percival, we all have fought with you this whole time, and you know that we have your back, and that we're with you in this 100%.
Yes.
But I'd like our enemies to know that as well. So with your permission, I will cast seeming on all of us, and I make the girls look like Cassandra and the boys look like Percy. So I give us all the white hair.
You're so
and if possible, I'd like to emblazon the sign of the rebellion on our chests in sort of a awesome Superman glowing.
All right. So,
that's awesome.
but then within a
Three
moment,
amigos sing.
What is Trinket?
first we'll pull on
A bear
Trinket's
with 2 streaks of white hair.
Yeah.
Trinket's like a Sanrio version of
wearing the little
Cassandra.
circle glasses.
Yeah, with the little glasses. Yes.
Cute.
We are all Derolos today.
He's a hello Trinket.
Hello, Trinket.
Hello Trinket.
mechanism for opening other than if you wanted to try and push it.
Go through it.
Oh dear.
Go. Let's get out of here. They wouldn't build a huge bronze trap room within their castle.
Sure they would.
No, they've lived here in peace for 5 years. What would they need this for?
I look at-
This has some sort of use for their magic. This is not a trap room. We've been beaten by doors before, but goddammit, we're not going to be beaten today. I go to the center of the room, and I find that little button thing.
This is completely unlike any other trick.
I'm going to press it.
Good.
Okay.
I walk over to the wall and touch one of the other.
I touch
gems.
another one.
I touch another one.
I've ever touched a stone.
I touch
Okay.
one too.
Are you touching a stone or not?
Yes, I am.
Pike, you put your hand on the final stone. A moment passes.
This is totally gonna work.
Cassandra actually kind of goes up towards the far ramping, seems to notice something, walks up to where the door is, and looking at the foot of the door, she kind of moves her hand out of the way and puts her hand down on a hidden 8th opal.
Oh.
At which point there's a shift, a sound of stone shifting loudly, and those bars across the ceiling, the green bars, let loose a bit of dust, and 2 large walls of green glass slam downward to the front and back of you, locking all 7 of you into the center of this bronze room.
Where's Cassandra?
At this point, you guys see the door opening behind Cassandra and 2 figures stepping behind her.
God damn it!
I'm gonna go ahead and cast.
Pull the cape around me, and I dimension door.
What?
Oh!
Outside that door, right by the placard, and jam my hand on that.
As you push it in, there's a sound of grinding stone again. There are 2 of the highest bronze plates that are pressed against the wall, shift inside and move out of the way.
God damn it.
And 2 big tubes
God damn
push
it.
outward. Silas looks over his shoulder and says,
Well, I was not expecting you to want to see your friends dissolved quite so quickly, but certainly.
Fuck.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
as you guys look up, this green
I
viscous
stop, I
liquid
pull out
begins to
gun,
pour.
and I, but like the second those hit, I've seen this coming. Because I fucking copper room, fucking acid.
As you pull your hand out of the switch, Silas's gaze pierces into your eyes, and your blades, before you even have a moment to notice, have already sheathed themselves. And you step into the room alongside the 2 of them. Well, a few minor modifications to our distillery room made an excellent trap for you. Delilah turns to him and says, "A bit unceremonious, but I'm not in the mood to break a sweat today." The last gem shatters from the blast of the gun. Pieces of the opal kind of scatter across your face, feel if you know, nothing, not enough to really hurt you, but it does catch you. At which point, the green stone wall behind you lifts up, revealing the room behind you. The one in front of you tries to lift up,
But I
and is
broke it.
caught because there is currently part of the stone that lifts it up has been dissolved.
We're smart.
Pike and Scanlan, you guys, and the acid that has filled this chamber, which is usually sealed off by the glass wall that is now spilled over through the ceiling, has actually dissolved through the bottom of the door.
Oh,
and
awesome.
a stone square with a push plate.
Motherfucker.
That's what he pushed. Push it.
Is that what? Did I see?
Push it!
Vax push that?
We all did.
You saw Vax appear behind them and push something in that direction.
Okay, so I will push that.
Okay, you push it. The rest of it begins to just kind of glide out and eventually come to a stop as the acid stops pouring into the room.
Guess I could have done that before. Sorry. Sorry. I wanted to wait till they were gone.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I was waiting till they were gone.
Where are you?
No. Stop it.
I don't.
Fuck.
I don't know where we are. Acid everywhere.
Oh.
Max,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
Isn't there anything you can do?
We should all be together. You should join me here.
I would love to, but I don't know where you are.
I'm on the top of a thing. I can see very far. Everybody's very attractive up here. I think something nice is about to happen. I'm afraid to ask questions, though. I don't want to seem...
Who are you talking to, lovely boy?
Please, Max, please.
Oh, Sarenrae.
She kind of gives her. That's not very welcome here. I would not recommend that. Put it away.
What is that?
Put it away. That's not welcome here.
Yes. You're still very pretty.
And taken, my darling.
1. What are we trying to do?
Perception.
Perception.
Scanlan gets up.
Hey, hi guys. What's going? Oh,
Hi.
20.
bleeding all over
Okay.
that thing.
Those who got 15 or higher, you notice the writhing on the walls. The walls are encased in what looks like a tapestry of bodies. Hundreds of humanoid individuals that are kind of woven into each other,
Oh,
each
gross.
missing their left hand and or left eye from their body, and they're all just
Are they dead?
squirming and writhing. Many of them are in various states of decay, and they're just moving after that ice that was encasing them had shattered. There's this low, kind of weird moaning drone that's beginning to fill the room. The black orb itself is starting to rise out of the center of the pedestal as well. It's, 45 plus 30, 75 points of necrotic damage.
What
But
are
you
you
were
at?
at 76? Oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
Alrighty. You're at 1 hit point.
You fuck.
As your life force is suddenly sucked out of your body and you manage to capture what essence of your existence still holds you aloft. At this point, the orb, who is now shimmering, and the blood kind of is slowly spilling over the outside of the dark onyx sphere, it begins to spin and spin. The orb suddenly shrinks in a flash of an instant, becoming just this tiny speck, this little dark speck in the air, roughly the size of a dime. And that's it. She waits. No. It can't be too soon. Please. Please. And she kind of falls to her knees. She's kind of staring at this little dark speck in the air. The writhing walls of the room kind of fall quiet again. All the bodies no longer moving.
Didn't work.
Mike, do something.
You, floating through the air, your flight ends.
Fuck.
You immediately plummet.
Can I cast
down.
hold person?
So at that height, it's 40 feet. You fall.
God
you
damn
take
it.
3d6 points of damage. You take 4 points of fall damage
Oh, good.
as you slam down into the center of this.
And I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious on the ground.
Scanlan to go check on Lady Briarwood.
Sure. You eventually make your way there at a full run. You run around the corner. You can see her.
Alive, dead?
She is on the ground, unconscious, sitting in this kind of carved hand symbol in the ground.
We want this girl alive for some
We just
reason?
need to get her out of there. I don't
I
think
can't move her. I'm way.
Yeah, but we gotta
three
figure out what
uncles
we're
tall.
doing with the little black ball of universal death.
Let's
Why
get
don't we
her
just
out of there.
Let's just get us out of here.
We just leave it?
No. Can you put it in a vial?
Put it in a vial.
Put it in a cup.
What if you touch it and
I
it makes you
pull
dead?
out a piece of that green glass that we took from before.
Okay.
Okay. That's smart.
Give it a poke.
I jam it into it.
Okay.
Oh god.
Just hit the black hole.
Make a strength saving throw.
Whoa!
It's a natural 20.
As you take the glass and jam it in there, the glass, in what seems almost slow-mo, seems to crackle and shatter like brittle stone, and then immediately just vanish into the darkness. As your hand gets to that point of no resistance, you feel this immediate, extremely strong suction begin to pull towards your hand, and you yank back with all your might, suffering 18 points of damage as you pull away from this small spinning orb.
Okay, so maybe don't touch the
orb
anymore.
Don't touch the orb.
Like you say, you wanted to cast Mass Cure Wounds, you said?
Yes.
Okay, you can choose up to 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius, so it's your choice who you want to heal.
Okay, so
She can't see us. Why are we holding our hands up?
I don't know.
Actually, you can see us on the screen. Never mind.
There's
I know. I have you guys on my iPad down here, but you're just delayed.
6.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, so I'll cure all the 6 people in my family.
All right.
26.
Oh. Let this be a lesson for all people out there that think clerics are lame and nobody loves them.
We love them. And I tie it around Lady Briarwood's mouth, but like, and, you know, like, and then she can't like really enunciate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and you pull it and you gag around inside her mouth, and as you end up tying it, you can see one of her eyes kind of lulls open, and she kind of.
Oh shit! She's awake!
Punch her in the face.
Punch her in the face.
Wait, don't. You'll kill her. You'll kill her. You'll kill her.
What do you want to do?
Blindfold her.
I slap her.
Whack! Right across her face. You hear a resounding crack sound as it appears like some part of her cheekbone probably is going to be fairly bruised tomorrow, but she is straight to unconsciousness again.
If you were curious, she's still alive.
I can tell.
Now.
She almost killed me.
The next errata document.
And Lady Briarwood is manacled.
She's manacled behind you, and Cassandra is tied up.
Right.
It's up there. As the rest of you rush down to the bottom, minus Vax and Keyleth, what do you wish to do? Do you wish to wait for them, or are you going to push on towards the tunnel you entered?
Watch out for traps.
It's at this point, as you're having this discussion, you guys are rushing down. You guys see this as you're rushing down the ziggurat. The radiant energy that is currently the form of Pike seems to have slowly withered, and she kind of looks over her shoulder with a look of immediate fear as it.
Oh no!
No! Why?
Because of technology, and
technology.
also the story.
I didn't even know she was gone.
I didn't either.
Pike, no! No, Pike!
It seems as if
very bad service
whatever
down here.
anti-magical aura has slowly pushed the divine connection that keeps her present from the current vicinity.
Did your freaking computer die?
Also, the battery died on the computer.
Is this on?
That black orb.
No.
Black orb.
Where can we plug
Damn
it
it.
in at?
Right there.
So,
That deal was a soft deal. It was a dream. It was a vision.
What are visions if not a window into the future? You understand so little, Percival. Do not make me regret sharing this with you.
I need more from you. If you want anything from me, I don't trust you anymore. Besides, I put the gun to the right of I put the gun to the hand of Lady Briarwood.
Missing him?
And pull the trigger. The gun's broken anyway. I drop it. I'm not satisfied. I want my money back. Delilah, you are going to die tonight. Whether or not it is a merciful, quick death or a slow and agonizing one, controlled by something darker than I know, is entirely up to you. How do we stop that thing? I know the pain you're feeling right now. I know the rage. I know every moment of it, and I guarantee I can make it worse. I can make it so much worse. Fix this.
she's glancing at you, and the smoke is now billowing up stronger to the point where you can barely see Percy's torso. You can see his head now, and as for a little bit of a view you have, his eyes have gone completely dark. There is just pitch black, completely encasing the entirety of his visible eye. You can see his feet still dangling beneath the smoke, and his feet are digging in tense into the ground.
Delilah, don't make me hurt you. Grog, be ready to restrain me.
I'm ready.
Percival Frederickstein, von Musel Kowalski de Rollo III. You will fight this monster inside of you.
What's the plan here, Percy? This is
I
your
go to retrieve his
hometown.
pepper
What are
box
we
off the
doing?
floor to give
Yeah,
it to
Percy,
him,
what-
and I try to sneak out a bullet.
They're different bullets. They won't
Does it
help
matter? I don't know that.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Yes.
16.
So you watch as Scanlan kind of looks around, grabs it, picks it up, and the full barrel comes off of the gun.
I just sort of back away from it.
You realize he's got smoke billowing out of him right now.
Just sort of kick it off away to the corner.
Scanlan, give me the other gun.
Oh, it's on the floor right there.
The other gun.
You were talking to something out there. What was it? I was very scared. I'm a little man.
Just subject.
Who were you talking to?
I need another gun.
Are you gonna kill me with it?
More importantly, what was that just now? Who were you talking to?
I don't know.
What?
Things have gotten a bit weird.
Percy, you cannot honestly tell us you don't know anymore.
I don't
We
know.
just watched you have a full-fledged conversation with yourself.
Did they not hear any of the voice?
Yeah, was he
assuming
talking
we
out
can.
loud?
Oh shit,
or
I
was it
came off like a crazy person.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Here's what I know.
We were trying to answer you for a little bit.
Here's what I know.
I would also like you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
Natural 20.
Shut the fuck up!
Breaking the game.
What
Right.
the? What?
Don't tell.
You just scream, "No!" instinctively. It wasn't even a conscious thought. It was just an animalistic response to feeling your physical form being taken over. And in that moment, every muscle in your body tenses. And you guys watch the smoke momentarily kind of drift from his form behind him. At this point, you can see this this smoke that's kind of was once billowing from Percy is now standing in this outer human-like shape.
Unbeam say, unbeam say.
Cashed out and say.
As it kind of stands there for a moment,
Cashed and say. Okay,
it begins to swell and grow larger, filling almost to the height of the 10-foot tunnel you guys are standing in, looming over Percy's body, still connected through his shadow and through the floor of the tunnel itself. It just kind of looms over, and as it peeks forward, you guys for the first time hear the voice that's been poking through him this entire time just say, "Percival, do it."
I shoot a holy arrow at it.
Then let's roll some initiative.
What do you mean it's not over?
Well, I'm sure they don't know that the Briarwoods are dead.
So perhaps if we tell everyone the Briarwoods are dead.
Oh,
Cassandra?
Maybe we'll see Ripley on the way out.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Probably not gonna
I just had a thought, Percy. I cast friends on him.
Okay.
I think I know how to fix your gun if you hand it to me.
Never in my right mind would I hand my gun.
Go ahead and make a be a persuasion check.
While they're talking, can I attempt to pull it off of his belt?
Pull it off of Percy.
Percy's.
My insight is 21.
I rolled a natural 20.
You're going to cost me so much money. I'm so upset that I have to do this.
Wink.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you.
You don't know.
will.
He's your
Actually,
friend.
He will.
You're not mad at all.
For like another 3 minutes.
Yeah, role play for 3 minutes, Taliesin.
I hand him the broken gun.
Begrudgingly, you reach out and place it in his hand and release.
I say thank you, Percy. I think in due time you will thank me for this. And I toss it into the ashes. As I say, when the spell fades, he's gonna be super pissed. Somebody protect me.
Okay.
You want to hop on my shoulders?
Yes, I go run and jump on.
As you watch it arc forward in your head, you're like, that fucking gnome. The spell fades. You hear him say that. And just as it, boom,
You're not going to get that, are you?
I reach in to try and grab it out.
No, Percy, and I
Okay.
reach out and I grab his
He
hands.
threw it. You threw it though, right?
No, he dropped it.
he lobbed it. It wasn't
Lobbed
it wasn't a
it.
huge throw
I cost whole person at 3rd level.
on
As
Percy.
I reach up and I grab it.
You're like, that caused it.
Thank
I
you.
always
Keely.
fail rolls against Percy.
Thank you,
It sucks.
A few moments pass. You don't even see it beneath the surface now. You just see a little bit of some fume released from whatever slow process is
I
dissolving.
step in
your
front of
body.
him as he's unconscious and I go, Percy,
God, let's get out of here.
you'll thank us for this later, I
He's
know it.
paying for a new one.
I kiss his cheek and say, I'm so sorry.
He's paying for a new one.
We'll get you a new one, Percy.
I'm gonna have to. Oh God.
As you're watching this, there's a small, from the fume, a small plume of black smoke goes.
See?
And that cold nugget in the center of your chest is gone.
It feels good, doesn't it?
Doesn't it feel good?
You fucking genius!
It feels good.
That was so expensive.
Oh, come on.
Oh, just throw the carpet in there now, why don't you?
Oh, that's personal. That hurts.
Cassandra steps up to you and takes your head in her hands and forces you to look at her and goes, "Brother, we've all made sacrifices for this." She slaps you.
You were never Mother's favorite.
Let's not be petty.
She told me.
Let's not be petty, Percy.
You sure, Elizabeth? You sure?
But as you open up and look outside with what daylight is still there, you see little plumes of smoke coming from the far city. You see down the pathway that leads up to Castle Whitestone, you see about 70 to 100 armored humanoids marching up towards the front of the castle. Percy and Bax, you notice that people approaching, spattered in mud and various types of ichor or blood. As they get closer, you can see beneath the helmets tired human faces, stepping up the side, weapons at the ready. As they approach the very front of the line, you see Keeper Yenin, equally exhausted, stepping forward, essentially ready to storm the castle. You see behind them as they approach a scattered cluster of broken corpses, some human, some a little less human. It looks like the rebellion army seems to have cut its way through the remaining defenders of Castle Whitestone and are making their way towards the front of the castle. As they get closer, they meet your gaze, and the front of the group draw their weapons, and Yenin kind of steps forward a little bit.
You there? Percival.
I step forward.
Vox Machina. Are your wits about you?
Yes.
Yes.
You know it.
Briarwoods are dead.
I'm gonna go ahead and, at third level, because that's all I've got left, cast Skywrite again and throw up the Dorolo crest once again in the sky.
And Yenin steps forward again towards you and goes, kind of reaching up, holding his holy symbol of Arathis to his chest, goes,
Are you certain this is done? Percival.
There's still a great evil beneath the castle, but the Briarwoods are no more.
He turns around, looks to his men, who are all looking at him expectantly.
Well, you heard the man. The Briarwoods are dead. Whitestone is free once more.
He looks up at the sky as the symbol finishes from Keyleth's spell.
The Dorolos are in power once again.
At which point the entire crowd shouts,
Yeah! Yeah!
"Yeah!" with the weapons to the sky. And as the shouts begin to echo down into the valley of Whitestone, you can see little lights begin to burn in the distance. Little notification lanterns that are being lit and set at window tops at the top of the mountain. And you can see this look of relief and joy on every soldier's face as they all realize that the death they were all marching to face is no longer a threat. Cassandra, at this point, is still standing kind of behind you at your side. And really, for the first time since all of this went down beneath, you see a smile on her face. As the sun slowly sets, the light coming through, beautiful colors, now you see what was once a very bleak town suddenly be renewed with a spectrum of new accents You begin to hear music being played as now the celebration begins. The sun setting. Folks are turning this into a full celebration now. People are starting to bring out food and
Block party!
there is this you feel this sense that this is the first time in a long time that people have ever really been allowed to be happy about something. And the energy is infectious in itself. And by the strength of blood, from the willingness to sacrifice. Pardon me.
Start that one again.
Still very beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
2 years of sitcom. I can hold this all day.
Percival's just waiting for his introduction.
To the stone cold motherfucker over there. I find a young boy.
Yes, Scanlan?
Or a soldier. And I give him 15 gold. And I say, for the love of God, find me fucking beret.
Do it.
A few moments pass before the boy returns. In his hand, a raspberry beret.
At a second-hand store.
Yeah, make it look cooler on him.
There it
He
is.
made it dorky.
I don't think it's a beret. I don't think he made it, Dorothy. I think it comes with that already sewn in.
There it is. There it is. It looks good. It looks good, Scanlan.
There you go.
Thank you,
Scambo.
young boy. Whatever your name was. What was your name, young boy?
Make it good.
Randall?
Randall? Thank you, Randall. You've made me a very happy small man.
He brings you the change.
Oh no, keep the change. It's all right. Go buy yourself a goose. The biggest goose in town.
With a beret.
And he darts off excitedly.
Goose!
You catch him out of the corner as you finish your awkward "it's not morning" conversation with the essence of the sun tree.
It's morning somewhere.
So talking. Good morning,
You feel a strange alien. Your left free hand for a moment, unexpectedly.
I jump and I yank away instinctually.
Okay, as she pulls away from it and kind of looks at her shoulder with a look of surprise and sudden horror.
He's just shrugging.
I was just talking to the tree. It talked back. I'd be lying if I said often night when I go to sleep, your face is the last thing that crosses my mind. You said that when you were near death. We say a lot of things when we're near death. How do I know that's what you were truly feeling?
I wore a mask for a long time where I grew up. And I'm not going to do that anymore. Oh, wait.
I'm really tired. Really tired. I think there's also a part of me that just afraid.
Don't do anything. Don't change anything. I haven't lied. I've told the truth. If you'll have me, I'm yours. If you don't want me, I understand. And that's all there is to say. And then I actually walk off.
Okay.
I stay by the tree.
Okay. All right, Scanlan.
I'm a weak ass.
I wanted to do 4 things. I composed an epic poem to commemorate the rebels rising up against the empire that had kept them down for so long. Sort of a force that had awakened. I call it Resident Evil. I don't know why. Because they're residents and there was evil. I couldn't come up with another name for it. They're residents of the town, and there was an evil.
Right, totally.
Yeah, that's all so I'm looking for a publisher.
Okay, good, good. There may be a grand opportunity at the Winter's Crest Festival to perform this. So.
I also commissioned a portrait of myself. I don't know if I found a young artisan in town and I paid him some coin to paint me something that could possibly hang and keep Grayskull in the dining room.
Okay. You do find after asking around for a few days, you managed to discover that there is a budding local artist who doesn't really believe in his artwork. He currently works in the stables on the far southwest side of town. But people have seen some of his work and trying to bolster him. So you're sent in his direction, and as you get there, you can see him. He's currently in the process of actually cutting through one of his recent works that he wasn't happy with, and he's kind of violently tearing through it. And as you step into the stable, he kind of stops and puts it off to the side. Sorry, sir, can I help you?
Hello. My name is Scanlan Shorthalt. I was the leader of the rebellion that just defeated Lord and Lady Briarwood.
Oh, well, the pleasure was mine. He was now averting his gaze and almost like bowing his head like your royalty.
Well, I believe in you, and I need you for a very important commission. A great good has been done here by the rebels, by the townspeople, with the help of Vox Machina, and of course with the help of Vox Machina's leader, myself. And therefore, I'm here to commission a humble portrait of myself. You may not know him, but there was a folk hero in my town growing up. His name was Fabio. He would frequently pose with wind-blown hair and an open shirt on a horse. I was thinking something like that. And also I have this figure of Pike. She's a friend of mine. I'd like her on the back of the horse, arms around my waist, looking just super hot. That's possible.
Make a persuasion check.
33.
As you're telling this tale, he goes from bashful and meek to staring off in the distance, the artistic inspiration kind of rolling through his head. He begins finishing your sentences as you're describing scenery and extrapolating on it. You can see the artistic mind is definitely spinning, and he looks to you and goes, "It would be my honor. Please." And he reaches forward and kind of takes your gnomish hand, and you're about 2.5 feet shorter than him, but he's like still very humble. Kneels down and says, "I would be honored to do this portrait. No charge."
Please, I insist. I must give you something for your troubles. What's your name, youngster?
Jameson.
Jameson. Jameson.
I like him.
I like this guy.
I think everybody does. Until they don't.
I will sing your praises far and wide as the greatest artist in, where are we? Whitestone. Whiteheart. Briarstone. Heartwood.
How large would you like it?
How big is the wall at Greystone?
It depends on which area. Like some of the ceilings go
The dining room wall.
That's about
That's like Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, your dining area is probably about 12 to 15 feet high. This year.
High? Okay. And wide?
A wide, I'd say, just off the top of my head, somewhere between 40 to 50 feet.
Well, I'd like to leave room for other artwork as well. So we'll say 20 by 6.
20 by 6?
Well, it's half and half.
His eyes.
20 wide, 6 high.
His eyes go wide, and he kind of nods and says, "This is a challenge, but I believe I do know someone who I could order such a grand canvas from. This can be done. This can be done." And you see he smiles for a minute, kind of takes your hand once again.
Oh my god.
This can be done.
Thank you, sir. Jameson, was it?
Jameson, yes.
You have done a noble deed for your people and for the rebel forces.
Eclipsed by the deeds you have done, so no.
Oh, that is true.
He rushes off to prepare himself.
Don't say that.
I know. Well, Percy, what else?
The sword.
The sword. As you take the sword in your hands, the large, thick obsidian, kind of onyx black blade, you take a while to not necessarily attune to it, but enough, put enough of your attention towards it where you sense its magical capabilities.
Oh. Okay.
As it begins to clarify.
Okay.
Where one voice before was not there,
God
a
damn
new
it.
voice peeks in and says.
Wait.
Says.
Wait.
Shh. This is important. This is important.
Damn it.
Shush.
Are you my new wielder?
What?
He's got a talking sword.
Throw it in the ass.
What's with you and fucking weapons, man?
Sounds good.
Be strong, Percy.
You're not here. You're not here.
No.
Then leave me till one worthy lifts this blade.
I'm going to gently put it down.
Okay.
I don't know what to do about this. This is really disturbing.
As you step away from the blade, you can feel the air nearby is just generally colder in its presence, and where previously it was just a weapon, you can almost feel like there's something looking at you. Like there is a presence just bent towards you expectantly.
That is creepy.
Just try it out. What could go wrong?
I'm definitely going to take at least a week of our 2 weeks to think about the sword.
Okay. What are you going to do with it in the meantime?
Sleep on top of it.
Sleep on top of it. It's
Okay.
It's in my room.
You don't want it in the bag?
No.
So, for each evening as you lay down to sleep, you can feel the voice creep back in again and just say,
Why would you sleep on top?
the voice is inquisitive.
I'm useless left here. I seek the thrill of battle. I'm hungry.
Other evenings it comes to you almost pleading.
Why have you forsaken me?
Oh. That
You
poor
took me
sword.
as a trophy. What purpose is a blade that goes unused?
Yo, why you gotta be like that,
I
girl?
will remember this.
And then it falls silent after a few days.
Oh.
The silent treatment.
It's sulking.
It is.
I hate you. You're a terrible person.
You picked up the sword, man.
Percy, how's that sword working out?
It's a little big, actually.
Is it? Look, I have this one-handed Dragon Slayer longsword if you want to get used to, like, a bit of badassery before you move up to the big leagues. I know you've got that dinky piece of shit you've been using this whole time.
Dragon Slayer longsword.
Can always,
3d6 additional
You know, this
damage.
is actually pretty badass if I did give it to Grog. I'm going to, yeah, I'll trade.
Oh, Jesus Christ, and he's not even gonna say anything about it. You're a terrible person. You're a terrible person. Not Matt, you are. He gave you the device and you used it.
You've been playing D&D for years. You know what this means.
I'm gonna let you know we should keep an eye on him just in case.
Grog,
Yes.
as you take up the blade in your hands, you hear coming out
Here we go again.
coming out of the ether, a gentle, low, velvet voice caresses the inside of your head, saying,
You are you to be my wielder.
What the shit?
Speak your name, warrior.
Grog.
Warrior Grog, have you taken up the blade of Craven Edge?
Is that what this is? Do you have a female setting?
You hear a long, drawn-out sigh.
Do you enjoy drinking the strength of your foes, watching them beaten before you, and have that very power become your own?
Sounds pretty good.
You wish the shadows to encase your form and grant you resilience and anger, forcing those to kneel before you in fear.
The shadow? Oh?
Do you accept Grog?
Fuck yeah.
Then it is done. Together, we will accomplish great things.
Oh my god.
Do you have a name? Like, do I call upon you? Can I call you Bacon?
You call me Bacon, and this blade will cut the very hand you hold. My name is Craven Edge. It will do you well to remember that.
Right, yep, was totally kidding about the Bacon Craven Edge. Well, I'm excited about this partnership. Clearly, we will be a force to be reckoned with. By the way, can other people hear you?
Silence.
Shit.
He will kill me first.
He goes, now watch, if you will, as this simple ball transports itself between the cups, and yet find your eyes unable to follow.
And he swips the cups around for a moment.
Where is the ball, little one?
The middle one.
Are you a wizard? We've met a few wizards. You're a wizard. No. Are you a sorcerer? Because you don't look like a druid. This doesn't look like natural magic.
I am what you refer to as an illusionist. And I can play tricks on your mind. Your mind.
No!
Your mind.
No! God, we've been through way too much of that here lately!
It's entertainment.
Playful illusions, not against.
It's just a game. It's
good. It's good. She's good.
Keep her in check, please. You're scaring the children.
It's not real. It's not real. It's a game. It's a game.
For a simple gold piece, you can test your skills against the transference of this ethereal ball. Or for 5, I can look into your fate.
I'll do both, actually.
So, sir.
Takes one gold piece off, sets it aside.
Now, the ethereal ball. This was taken from the far realms themselves, crafted in the ivy-covered hills in the far north end, the Feywild itself. How could you follow this with but your simple vision?
He places one cup over it, 2 cups to the side, and begins shifting and shifting. You see now there's a couple moments where the ball shifts between cups, and you get a really close idea of exactly how this works. And when he finishes, he looks to you.
Now where is the Fey ball?
I would say it's to your right there.
That one? Are you sure? It could be anywhere on this table.
It could, but it's there. Because it's not anywhere else other than there.
I'm not so sure about that, Percy.
Well, you're welcome to go in. If you,
I choose the one on the left.
you have to give him a gold coin, though.
Sure.
And with that, you found it, yay. He gives you 5 gold.
But you wanted to know your fate.
Yes.
Step forward, young. What's your name?
Just Percy.
Percy. Please, present your face.
Just Percy.
As he reaches out, he begins to feel the bumps on your head. He begins to touch the outside of your face and closes his eyes.
Yes, I can see. I can see into the very nature of your existence. You young Percy,
Yes.
Percy, young Percy, you have hard-working hands. You've seen a lifetime of hard work in the fields.
Yes.
But you wish to make your father proud,
Yes.
as does every son. And you will, as one day you will become a well-celebrated smith of horseshoes. Yes, glory to Percy.
Amazing. So accurate.
So accurate.
So accurate. Is there room for a bear?
A bear? Like
Yeah,
a bear?
Yeah, but a very human acting bear.
Oh, sure. Bring him in.
He's well
Yeah?
read.
No! It's a bear!
But you just
Two more, room for two more.
Anybody?
Can you polymorph Trinket, Keyleth? Into what? A human.
To a hot man.
To a lumberjack.
Into a lumberjack of a man.
Yeah, I'm gonna make him real beefy. He's got pecs that can lift semi-trucks. All right?
Okay.
Chris Hemsworth.
And
So, rushing off to the side.
fur, just like kind of like a fur.
Oh God.
Furry belly? What is that?
Like just
why are you-
like,
why are you-
what
like
do
a
you
fur
why
belt?
are you
So-
saying
Like
So-
that guy in the beginning of Barbarella.
So you turned your bear
Brian
into a
Blessed.
bear.
Oh, yeah.
Brian Blessed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Walking a little strange and
Like Brian Blessed.
Trinket?
rolls up and kind of brushes
Oh,
his scruffy man
darling.
beard against the side of your face. You gather polymorph does not affect the intellect of whatever you
Okay.
I
transform.
grab a mug of ale and be like, another one, right? Yeah. Oh, he's had so many.
So drunk this guy.
Wait. Bro, do we still have...
No! Dive in, just face first, arms behind you, just tearing through these pies. Just blackberry, strawberry, all forms of berries are just being tossed everywhere. You're getting, there's even a couple chicken pies thrown in there to a few people's
No
unfortunate.
hands? You're not allowed to have it?
No hands, no.
Trinket, no hands.
Trinket goes like,
No hands. No paws.
as you finish the second pie, make another Constitution saving throw with the DC increasing with each progressive pie.
Oh.
Wow.
Natural 1 for me.
I got a big 7.
I have 14 for Trinket.
Did you really?
No,
7.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah. Okay. So as you both finish your secondary pie, you both sit up, look at each other with just dark purple berry filling down the side of your face. You both make eye contact at the same time as you both go and just release your freshly eaten payload into the pans before you. Baker comes by, slamming the hand down. Disqualified! You're looking around the side. You aren't the only one. Trinket just barely finishes the third pie. It's like, it gives you that look of like,
Buddy, you can keep doing it. I'll give you,
Yeah.
I know, I got nothing. You'll get a nice nap. You can have the bed tonight, and I'll sleep on the floor.
looks over and another pie is sent down. The fourth round of pies go down. The last 3 and Trinket go into it. 15
Yeah.
total.
Oh no.
The last set of pies finish. 2 of the remaining 3 end up getting up partway through the pie, and one of them just vomits off to the side. The other one just stops and steps up and walks away, going and spits out whatever stuff in his mouth and his hands, and kind of like is re-examining his life.
I'm quit.
The other remaining gentleman finishes the pie and is like sweat down his face. You see what little bit of like a chin strap beard he has is just covered in various bits of crust. It's an awful appearance. And Trinket finishes with the last bits of the pie.
I feel so guilty right now.
Why is he so good at being sad?
I know. Don't be sad, man.
300 gold. 300 gold.
It's just 100 gold.
Trinket looks at you and is like,
I love you.
You're like a toddler since Tiara's mom right now.
I know. This is the worst. I'm the
looks
worst
down,
mom.
Yes.
I'm the
and
worst mom.
across the table, the gentleman who's also there scoots over right in front and goes, "May the best man win." Trinket goes,
Get angry. Eat angry.
and respect for a second with a bit of pie just spattering across him from the growl, and
Trinket make an intimidation check.
2 pies brought down in front. These are not fruit pies. These are meat pies.
Oh, that's so wrong.
That's okay. Trinket likes meat way more than fruit.
The man goes.
Does he? I don't think he does.
And Trinket goes.
Is it a salmon pie? He likes fish.
Okay. Both of them dive into their pies, coasting through. At a certain point, Trinket kind of stops and breathes heavily in the pie. You can see bits of it kind of over the edge just from the nostril flare. Looks up at you.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
I instinctively move behind Bert.
The gentleman across the way looks up as well and is like, They both dive into the pies together again, slowly trying to make their way through, and then at a moment they both kind of look up at each other in the eyes and they make a connection between the two of them. There's a look of sudden fear and realization hits both of them. They both sit up, and with but a moment's notice, the two bakers set down 2 pails to their side as both of them simultaneously just
Okay.
buckets, losing simultaneously, at which point both of them kind of raise their other hand mid-expulsion, going, "We have a tie for the victory!
Okay.
Our both winners lasted quite a ways! Splitting the pot, that's 50 gold each! Everyone cheers.
Good job, Trinket!
He kind of gets up and is like,
You don't have to eat anything else if you don't want to. Okay.
Now you get to sleep on the bed.
You get to sleep on the bed, and I will sleep on the damn floor.
Trinket kind of steps up and pushes away from the guy and goes running towards you on his hands. Everyone kind of goes like, whoa, lets him run by and starts nuzzling you. And
what was in those
guy-
pies?
This guy is so drunk.
There was some mold in those pies.
Yeah.
Psilocybin.
I come over to my sister with 2 big mugs of ale and hand one to her and say, "Here, don't swallow the first one, just swoosh it around and spit it out.
Okay.
Then the rest." That's a good one.
Speaking of presents, even though you're being kind of a dick,
Wow, you ran fast to catch up with me. Excellent.
I was going to buy you something, but then I realized sometimes old is better than new. Do you know what that is?
As you open the package, you see before you a familiar belt of leather with a coiled snake on the buckle.
How did you get that?
I've got ways.
It was in Uriel's palace, wasn't it?
I'm a really good winker, if you haven't noticed.
Cheers.
Did you wink somebody for that?
Busting out the wings.
Slutty little thing.
Hello, Simon.
Oh no, it's just a real snake. It's biting you.
Revenge achieved.
Still not looking at her because she's fucking freaking me out. Pull her into a hug and say, "I love you, Stubby. I'm never gonna leave your side. I'm always gonna be there. You can always be a pain in the ass like you are. I love you. Always have, always will. Thank you."
Okay, so when I was helping the farmers clean up, I had this strange moment where I was walking through the field and saw a dead raven.
Here it is.
More or less. And caught my attention, and it just kind of made me think about, the past several weeks that we've been through and everything, and don't know. Who knows? It probably died actually in the rebellion. Maybe my ice storm like killed it or something.
You're doing very well.
Thanks. So I was looking at it and it reminded me of everything. And I feel like I was instantly trying to forget about everything. Because I don't want to remember. but we should. And I don't want to remember you the way you were. Because it was scary, and I didn't like it. And I like you now. So I took the dead bird and cleaned it and kept its skull and put it in this box for you as sort of a reminder of what you could have become. I guess what any of us could have become, really, at any time. Because we shouldn't forget.
Thank you.
It's a little macabre, and I would have bought things, but we are out of money. So.
I won't forget. I'm
glad that's not you.
I can't even think of what the revenge felt like anymore. It's not. It doesn't weigh on me. Just regret of how much better I could have been. Thank you. I will try to be better.
You know, better than you could have been. There's still a lot to come, you know?
That's my plan.
I think we all wish we were better than we could have been. Seeing that bird. I'm sure the bird felt the same way. But fuck it, he's dead now.
That's strange, you know that?
I know,
Yes.
sorry.
No, we like it. Don't change.
Grog,
I'm glad you didn't change.
got you an Amazon gift card. It's a forest called the Amazon. And you can go there and get a gift.
Is it far?
Oh, really far. You'll never use it.
It takes about 3 days.
Free gift.
Well, guys, Vox Machina is now free and clear of all evil influence.
No shadowy demons. Feels good.
Feels good.
With that, Vox Machina continues to enjoy the joyous affair that is the Winter's Crest Festival. Snowfall slowly covering the night sky as the sun comes to dusk. You withdraw to tell stories, sing songs, and drink merrily as the friends you are, looking forward to the next chapter in your adventure.
Wait a second. So we're gonna go check out his room to see if we can
Find a
learn
secret
any
entrance to see
clues,
something.
But also, who would know? Is there anyone that we know who would know? Would Gilmore know where this guy has
You
gone?
just really want to see Gilmore.
I mean,
I
assume
really want to
would
know.
be.
I assume he has
Why
like
would Gilmore know?
because he
Assume.
knows everything about
Does he?
everyone.
No,
I don't
assume is
think
our
he
He just
best
has really
bet.
nice hair.
Yeah.
I think,
Isn't
yeah.
that the same thing?
It's different from actually knowing things.
I honestly think that if
Present company.
assume doesn't know, nobody knows. Assume is our source of information here.
Well, you know what they say when you assume.
All right, let's go check out his room.
Let's do it. He's just staring at you.
So as you make your way over to Riskel's, I would like to grant upon him, by my estate as Sovereign Uriel, a granted gift of 1,000 gold pieces to be sent on its way. You see, Desmond kind of like
It's ongoing, so if you can think of what sort of trade you would like to spend your next years of life pursuing, whether it be in
Probably not lute playing. I'm gonna just throw that out there.
Wow. Fucking
drums, it
cold.
is. Drums, it is.
Holy shit.
You are a terrible person. I'm a terrible person, but you're the worst.
Yes.
Even
I'm sorry,
I
what were
am
you
taken
saying?
aback. My jaw is
This
just
is
open, like.
bad.
there's an awkward, tense pause for a moment as everyone looks over to Vex, including Uriel. And Sigurd Sum kind of stifles a chuckle.
Do you know
anything about?
Anyone who wants to take a shot at Arcane, I would recommend those who are proficient, because it's pretty deep knowledge.
Is someone?
No problem.
I can't do the arcane thing.
I'll do an arcane.
Yep, me as
check.
well.
Grog is our expert on all things.
Natural 20 Grog.
Oh! Natural 20! Oh! Wait, for Grog?
Did he get it? Did he get it?
Oh no, I want to see how this pulls together.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So, as you all sit around, and pull forth this chair, there's a broken piece of the of the bed that was found as part of the guards rummaging through the room. You've seen parts of this arrangement before, and while the runes are different, there is something about the way they're arranged that reminds you of something. And Grog, you immediately remember that the last time that you tried, your party tried to scry into somewhere that didn't want to be scried in, and it was either aggressively ousted or prevented from any sort of intrusion.
The Beholder.
It's the same type of arrangement in here. Something about this just says, this room doesn't want you to look at it.
Right, it's funny, but like the pictures that were on the big shape, right? There's something about it that reminds me with this arrangement of that time that we fought that shithead Beholder.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like it doesn't really want us to look in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is this like an anti-scrying glyph set?
Having a look at it now that you've given the guidance from Grog, the all arcane seeing
This room
barbarian.
boosts intelligence.
Instincts are just right
Yeah,
there.
it's just a feral thing. You know?
Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Jeffrey. He's not gonna like using that sword, but it looks like
please
it's
don't.
coming. It looks
No,
like
no,
it's
no,
coming.
no, no,
The
no, you
sword
don't
is
have to.
moving a little, isn't it?
Spinning it. Spinning it now.
If it's
On the
three,
tip.
3 days, he left. He said he'd be gone for a month. I don't know where he left. He walked right out of the Cloudtop
Right,
district.
where did he say he was gonna go?
He didn't tell me. He didn't.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a hard night for me. I'm gonna have to talk him down from this. He gets so worked up.
just
to
got
kill
it clean.
someone.
I just got it clean.
I
don't know.
Jeffrey, please. It's gonna make more work for me if he has to behead you right now. Please. Please help me help you.
I just met a girl.
I mean, I know the answers. The answers are inside of you. If I have to open you up to get to them, I will.
No, there's no answers to find. I'm empty.
Jeffrey, did your boss get any letters that he stowed away anywhere? Did he have a safekeeping place, a secret residence somewhere in the city walls?
He had a chest, but he took everything out. He left. I don't know. I don't know.
The tavern's name?
It was
I laid the sword right on the table and looked at the reflection.
The Diamond Nest Tavern. That's the one.
That's
the Diamond Nest Tavern. He went there, I assumed, to do what young-ish elven men do when they're in stuffy work. I don't know. I didn't go inside.
I feel this has been very helpful.
Yes, you have been quite helpful. Give us the name of that girl so we can send our condolences to her.
No, please, don't.
What's her name, her address
He's
somewhere?
just weeping now, openly, like his
Oh,
hands.
not on the blade. Not on the blade.
You hear a voice like I'd go, no, keep the tears coming.
What?
Oh, shit.
Grog, are you feeling all right? Is
What?
everything's all right?
Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine. I just want to check in, just to see how you're doing.
Grog, what do you think?
It's torture.
You saw.
Grog?
It's me.
I assume you saw.
Can you see in this room right now?
Who are you talking to, Grog?
Everything you
What?
can see.
I was saying, can you see in this room right now? Can you see what's happening in this room right now? We are totally intimidating the shit out of Jeffrey. Yeah, look, can you see what's happening in there?
I can.
Shut the fuck up.
Grog, what do you think? Should we let him live?
Well, I suppose. He's been pretty helpful. Haven't you, Jeffrey? I put it right under his chin.
Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Oh my god, you're gonna kill him!
What?
What if the sword takes over?
Oh, sorry, a wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw!
Jeez Louise.
I'm a terrible person, I know.
That's pretty good.
14?
14.
Oh.
Oh God.
For a moment, the shadows begin to surround you, and you feel the urge to push the blade right through his measly little throat. But you see the face. But it's not his face, it's the face of Pike right next to you, looking up at you with this.
Grog!
And you pull yourself out for a second, and the blade comes back instinctually.
Well, it was all part of the show. It's just a show. All right, Jeffy, you've been very helpful. Change your bridges and don't do bad stuff. And I sheave him.
Okay.
I do.
Thank you.
Much better.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Oh, God.
And remember, shop at Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
Okay. I will.
Grog, a little help over here.
You had us, and then you lost.
Can I give him inspiration? I don't know.
What would you like to do to make Scanlan look better in this circumstance?
Perhaps help him with his pitch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Out there. Yeah.
It's lovely to meet you anyway.
Dex once helped Grog in a very specific way.
I will. The man, the myth, and the legend is true. So, in case you wanted to find out.
She kind of she gives you a look over. Looks over at Scanlan.
Yeah, that, we're close, we're tight, she and I. She's come back for more.
A holy woman.
Oh, shit.
She's got holes in all the right places.
Oh!
I don't know what I'm doing here.
She actually, at that point, goes. Turns around. Doctor, you weren't kidding. This one's certainly a card, and she gives you a wink and passes a drink your way across the table.
Wow.
And then
I walk over to Kaylee and I say, "My dear Kaylee, I'm sorry if we got off on a weird foot. I have that effect on people sometimes, especially
Your feet are weird. That's interesting.
especially lovely to look at young ladies who are quite
Smaller
tall.
than I expected, those feet.
Well, you know what they say.
I do.
Wait, no, don't.
I know what they
Don't,
say.
No, don't. That's not what. Anyway, I was impressed with you up there. Your skills with the flute are remarkable. I was wondering if I could have a little fun tonight and challenge you to a flute off. We go up on stage, we ask the audience for
A flout off.
A flout off?
suggestions, and we see who can last the longest and blow the hardest. If you win, I'll give you whatever's in my purse. And if I win, I get a kiss.
Somehow I think I'm still getting this shit end of the deal.
Yes.
But I'm one for fun at the very least.
Right.
It's a deal.
No, don't worry.
You guys shake on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the first ever flout
Head into the
off,
kitchen?
flutist
All right.
off, flute duel, featuring me, Scanlan Shorthalt, and you, Kaylee.
Kaylee's fine.
Kaylee's fine, everyone.
As you begin to trail off the sound of the note, you can see she's starting to already go a little blue in the face, determined to win this, and she's about to falter. You could win this if you want to, but are you going to let her?
With a wink, I end my note.
As the flute leaves your lips and you go into a fake gasp of air, she finishes on a high piercing tune, a trill, and then finishes off, carrying the flute away with a smile as your illusion fades, and the crowd continues.
Ladies and
once
gentlemen,
again with
Kaylee's
cheer.
fine! Ladies and gentlemen!
You're good, but I'm better.
I just tip my hat to her and say, "Yes, ma'am. It seems that tonight you are." All right, I kick her. I don't know. What am I? I kick her 100 gold.
What? Excuse me?
Said your
What?
purse.
Is she gonna inspect it?
You
Maybe
reach
if you
over and
let her
just grab your
inspect
purse. Are you gonna start thumbing through your purse and pulling out gold?
No, your purse. You bet your purse.
I mean, that was a figure of speech, right?
You totally let her win, and you're gonna give her all your money?
He forgot about that part.
Drunk, he's drunk.
We
He
shook
forgot
hands.
about it.
I spit in it.
Looks over to Dransel. Dransel goes,
I did hear you say a full purse.
Oh, I hope there's so much money in that bag.
He forgot about it.
My dear, a deal is a deal.
The things you do for
Do
women.
not give her your money. Scanlan, don't
What are you doing,
do
Scanlan?
it.
There was a piece of advice that ever lived.
I untie
Do
the
not
purse
give her her money.
and I hand it over to
You take any of the gold out secretly before you hand it over to
not
her?
there.
Such a life lesson.
All right. Takes it. How much was in there?
2,600.
Oh!
Holy
Takes the
crap.
change person.
Oh god. Oh god.
She's gonna
Let
feel
it be
that.
known throughout this tavern that Scanlan Shorthalt is a man of his word.
Thank you, my dear.
Not much else.
She takes the change purse and flicks it away, and it vanishes in a puff of smoke. She goes, it's a lot of coin.
I get around a lot.
Perhaps we'll have a drink later.
And she steps off the table.
He's on the back of the bear, right?
Yeah.
Bear we left at home.
A bear.
There we left in the
Look,
alley.
yes,
We
with
left in the
us.
alley.
Can't
What?
remember.
Next
Keep trying.
Next time. Next time.
Bear's a necessity.
No. We take him inside.
Wait a minute.
What?
Where's Trinket right now? Why is he on this set?
Where is Trinket?
He's in the alley.
I'm getting him right
No,
now.
no. Come on.
I know where he is.
What did you do, Sam? What did you do?
This is just like when David Copperfield made the Statue of Liberty disappear.
It's just like it.
Oh my god!
I am excited at the prospect of watching this happen right now.
Nothing can go wrong. This is a great idea.
No one help her.
Hey, go to
No one help her.
She can do this.
You got this, Laura. You got this.
Oh boy.
You got it. You got it.
Help me.
You got this.
Can you see? Can you see this?
No.
Travis, move your butt. I
You
gotta
dug
get
this
Trinket
hole.
through.
Travis can move. He's not gonna help you.
All right, I'll move. I'll move.
Okay.
This is a wonderful little microcosm analogy for pretty much every session.
Oh, he's here.
Yay! Well done, Laura.
Worth it.
Totally. Woo! Is he good? Is he placed well, you guys?
Sure.
That's a good core body workout.
Oh my gosh, I'm so strong.
That was the best opening of our
Giant bear
show.
crush.
What's your strength?
Very low.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have
So-
played our theme music over that.
He's talking crazy. We should find out why, right?
Who's talking crazy?
He said, I'm born of his blood. What blood?
One of Vecna's children? Are you one of his priests? Are you one
You're
of
the
his...
chatty Cathy. Get with the
I don't know what I'm asking.
You never do.
As you ask him that, goes,
There are many parts to our one, to him. I am but his blood, but there are many, many different pieces that make the whole.
Where are these pieces located?
Everywhere. Good answer.
So, when you say you are his blood, you actually mean more literally? For once? Is that what I'm getting?
Good question.
his eyes narrow, and he looks for a moment almost disappointed in confusion.
Just kill me now. I grow impatient with this existence.
That's not a problem. Is there somewhere where you would like to go after you die? Or are you gonna wake up like right after you die?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, and are you gonna wake up like a baby? So we have like 20 years before we have to worry about you again?
Or you're like a zombie, straight away, just up and at him.
You might come back like as a dog.
Please, kill me now. End this paltry
What if you come back as like a
existence.
fish and then you're just kind of screwed and stuck in the water?
Yeah, or like a penguin, and he's like a bird that can't fly, but
And
it
he's
can
just
only
like stuck
swim.
waddling
that's
around.
true.
It'd be so sad.
Thank you very much.
Really quickly, let's. Have we looted the body
I
already?
feel
or
like I
we should-
did, didn't I? When he was
You did, you already looted.
we
All right, we
got
looted.
the
Oh,
we got
yeah,
the
I got the
skull
skull
with missing the eye.
All right, good.
Can I turn to the side and go, how was that?
You hear the voice creep up and say, "Now we see eye to eye."
I don't see you anywhere.
The aura of shadow from the blade retracts, and the the blade becomes just an onyx blade. It appears to have rescinded its presence.
Be shy.
I'm sorry, it's like the odd couple.
Craven Edge and Grog!
Oh man, I so badly want to fix that sword to save Grog, but at the same time, I don't. Do I have a lockpick?
I take Pike by the hand and go, here you go, chum. And I slap down my set in her hand.
Vex appears seemingly out of nowhere and slaps his lockpicks into
I'm
your
back.
hand. Oh, sorry, back. So, Pike, I thought I'm much better at that.
Yeah.
It happens to everyone.
Pike, you want to try and pick the lock?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait.
Do it.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
Do it.
And just add your dexterity.
I'm gonna inspire her
Okay, go for it.
with a limerick.
There's no way this is not good.
All right, I'm gonna inspire her. There once was a gnome with a mace who had an adorable face. She never would bed me, but I hope she won't forget me, because oh, how I do love the chase.
That is a real easy D10 inspiration die for you, Pike.
I stand next to Vex, irritated.
Okay.
And during that whole exchange, I've just been changing cloaks and putting on the red one. Great.
Okay.
He's got like 17.
I don't need to be subtle. I'm just standing around. You guys are arguing. He's making a fool of you. I'm just changing my clothes.
I think if you would be so kind as to just
I have 17 cloaks.
work the game.
Do you bring around one of those like
wardrobe racks?
yeah, rolling wardrobe racks?
Yeah,
with
it's on
clothes
wheels. It's on wheels. It's functional.
It bobbles on the cobblestones.
I don't have to track it.
So you guys went, shh, follow me.
They smush up to about the size of a cabbage. It's really all right.
All right, are the dominoes just like on a table?
Yeah, there's some of them are set on the side. There's a stack, and then a few of them are set up. It's deliberately placed in like a nice presentational, like QVC style. Turn it and look at all the cool dominoes type.
I grab the table and I shake it.
Okay. All the dominoes scatter and fall off the sides. Clinking on the ground. Some of the ivory chips a little bit on some of the corners. Nothing bad seems to happen.
I think it's evil.
It's dominoes, of course it's
I
evil.
reach down and I pick up one of the ivory die.
It stands there, cold, against the very well. You taste it. As your tongue touches the ivory of the domino, it tastes somewhat salty.
I believe it tastes like a domino.
Okay.
Storm cloud that is roaring over the cliffs.
I'm just gonna peek behind the tapestry.
There's a door behind that.
You open up the tapestry and it's just this flat stone wall.
Okay, nothing there.
Are you sure?
I lick the wall.
Okay. As you lick the wall, your face passes through the wall.
Isn't that the same doorway we found before?
Yeah, we've already done this once, you guys. It's not crazy.
I forgot about that.
Don't short-term memory.
Where'd my face go?
It was just like this last time, except there was brunch. That's all I remember.
As your head passes through, you kind of look about.
Vecna. There's many names historically. The Archlich, the Whispered One, the Dying King, the Lord of the Rotted Tower, the Undying King. Gods like titles, it seems. A bit arrogant, in my opinion. From what I heard, he, born immortal, used his capabilities to attempt to cheat death in every way possible. And then once that was acquired, naturally went on to the next great endeavor, becoming a god. He attempted to ascend 600 years ago. But in that time, his cult expanded across the rebuilding civilization. He nearly achieved it until it seemed that the remnants of good in society went and followed him to his place of worship and thwarted his ritual. he was slain. But as you've seen, when entities of such power get to a certain point, death is but a hurdle. When you have enough individuals that believe you are God, that willpower is strong enough to keep you enduring. So his influence exists, and has for many years. I don't know if he's a god per se. Not yet. But there are those that treat him as such. And that in itself is dangerous. Because that means he's probably still out there. And I'm pretty sure he's very interested in finishing what he couldn't before.
What was he? Just trying to be a god. That's it?
That's all I've heard. I'm not a scholar in the religious rites, and for the most part, a lot of his history has been, well, destroyed and kept secret. It's his bailiwick.
Wow.
But anyway, if you've indeed come across any of this foul business, I recommend you stay far away. Far away. Bad news.
Bad news.
Yes. Anyway, sorry, dour subject. I didn't mean to bring the mood down on that one.
I only joined the troop about 6 months back. It was my 3rd year at the Duke's when the good doctor came through, and well, I seized the opportunity. Now, to be perfectly honest up front, I've already heard a bit about your tale, Shorthalt. The charming of the Pauper Prince, your rendition of Summer Sunder at the cliffs of Dagger Bay. I've been hoping our paths would cross.
You're not there, drunkie.
You're drunk. Just go to sleep.
Method.
Cliffs of Dagger Bay. Go ahead.
Dagger Bay is a place.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm flattered, and you have quite a lot of talent for just having played with the troupe for 6 months. I was impressed back there.
Thank you very much. You know, I've heard most of these stories. My mother, Sybil.
Who?
Sybil, a fine gnomish lass. She was some years ago. She came across a smooth silver-tongued flautist who blew through like the wind and disappeared. Took her innocence with a promise, then vanished just as suddenly. Left her a child to raise on the income of a quilter, she did. Now, growing up, I'd hear tale and tale of your musical feats, as my mother took on a 3rd job.
No.
Support us. A few bad harvests just south of Silvercut. Being the only tiny female fair folk in such a rural town means being preyed upon, so I learned to use a blade quickly. And to wield my charm just as viciously. Seems that runs in the family, eh? I practiced. I stole. Lied about my age and eventually paid my way into the Duke's College so I can find you. Prove you a scoundrel.
I don't want to fight you, if that's what you're insinuating. Listen, I know that I've made mistakes in my life. I've admitted as much before, and I don't know why I'm this way. I must need to do a lot of soul searching to come up with an answer, but there is a woman who I love very dearly and who I would do anything for, and I'm trying to be a better person. I haven't been to a whorehouse in months. That's a big step for me. Big step. I know that sounds callous and cruel, but I've tried to be a better person. If you're here to fight me, I'm afraid you're going to be terribly disappointed, because I will just let you kill me if that's what it takes. I didn't know you existed, and my heart is breaking 100 times now for not knowing it. Every year that you've been alive is a year I could have been a better person and known someone who could have made me a better person, and I'm only sorry that I didn't know it. If there's anything I can do for you from now on, if you are truly my blood, I will. Because among my many faults, ego is certainly one of them, and knowing you're part of me makes me love you even more.
As she goes to strike towards you, Even in that moment, her will falters and the blade just falls limp. It hits your chest, and you feel the piercing of something pushing into your flesh, but no more than maybe half an inch, as there's no real force behind the blade. And as the hand releases her weapon, it clatters to the ground as her momentum carries her arms around your shoulders.
Oh man.
As she holds you there, her kind of tousled, short pixie brown hair, you can feel the wetness across the back of your neck, and you just hear her voice trembling in your ear say, "Why? Why can't I do it? All the years building up to this, and I have the chance, and I can't do it."
I've known for a while now that something is missing in my life, some sort of focus and some sort of moral compass, and maybe it's just arrived at my doorstep.
You say that, and her arms kind of tense for a minute, like an involuntary, just trying to pull you closer. Then they lax, and she steps away, kind of averting her gaze, keeping her head down. She bends down and picks up her blade. Doesn't sheath it, just holds it limply at her side. And she begins to walk for the door. And she opens the door and looks back at you. And goes, her eyes kind of finally meeting yours, and you can see kind of the wet stains across her cheeks. You're still a scoundrel. That's what's kept you alive this long. In some ways, it's what's kept me alive this long. I've got a lot to think about. I want to go for a walk. I need some fresh air. And she closes the door behind her.
I just sit for a moment and think about everything. Try to remember more about Sybil.
It's a lot of faces blurring.
Yeah.
You worked your way through a lot of Tal'Duri in those days.
Yes. She was. Yes, I think, she wasn't that giant. No, she was, okay. And I have a very restless night thinking about everything in my room.
Anybody else want to go?
I'll take a shot at Lady Briarwood since I'm up here.
Go for it.
Control.
And you're not forgetting your hex damage on her, are you?
I was. I forgot on the
Okay,
last
remember
one.
that now.
But I remember that I forgot it. That's 24 to hit.
That hits.
13, 14, 15, 16. 22 points of damage.
How do you want to do this? 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 How does Trinket want to do this? How do you want to do this? How do you want to do this? How do you and Trinket want to do this? How do you want to do this?
See the nostril? The little nostril blend.
I want to do this.
Oh!
I just killed a vampire!
Is this a...
Yeah! You said that weird.
This is against
important.
Kyrian,
This is
right?
important. This is
Against Sir
important.
Kyrian. This is.
Wow. How do you want to do this? That's the logo that's on the shirt that's for sale right now.
Oh, stop it.
Is this the
Don't cheapen this.
one of your barrels?
Percy.
Yeah.
Don't cheapen this.
Too late.
Currently visible at your disposal, Sir Kyrian, you have enough of a shot to finish him off. The smoke is pushing you. Vengeance. 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 Repeatedly echoing in the back of your mind. How do you want to do this?
I'm going to put on the mask since I'm still under. He still doesn't know who I am.
Okay. You reach up, you pull the mask down, the bird-peaked element of the mask now wreathed in smoke, resembling very closely the entity that made the original bargain with you.
I'm going to walk up to him.
Okay.
I'm going to take one last shot. I'm going to look right at him. I'm going to catch his eye. This is for the Drolos. And let me say, you were the one I was least looking forward to.
Oh, that's some cold shit.
With that, the little bit of wreathed magical energy You can barely make out an expression of horror on the face before the resounding blast sound rocks the room. The actual bullet itself, a trail of black smoke behind it as it impacts the front of Circarian's face. The entirety of his head caving inward while the back just splatters across the scarred wooden wall behind him. The body just slumps to the ground immediately. You guys all kind of glance over at Percy. You don't even see Percy. You just see a humanoid entity made of black, swirling smoke energy with the peaked beak of his mask poking through.
How close to him do I get?
With that.
Godfathered him.
You were
And this was out without smoke damage, I might add.
You can get one more step up there. You can like take the shots as you're stepping towards him, like unloading.
Oh yeah, I'm unloading as I walk towards him.
So the first one like blasts out the shoulder. You can see the bone kind of exposed, the metal breastplate just sundered by the bullet. As he kind of backs up, As you're walking towards him, he begins shouting under his breath, says, "Percival, you disappoint us all. All you had to do was die like a good Derolo."
Traitor! And I've got 2 more shots. Next shot.
This one into his chest, and you can see the actual breastplate bends inward to the wound, and he spitting out blood from his mouth as he bends forward. "This land is a greater destiny. You and that fool Ripley, you place your faith in toys and dust. You seek the transient truths."
How close am I at this point?
You're stepping up to him.
Perfect.
And as you're doing this, as you pull the mask down in front of you,
pull the mask down.
He says, "I die to rise again. We are his blood."
I put my gun in his mouth to shut him the fuck up. You're the face I saw when murder entered my heart. This is your doing, and I pull the trigger.
With that, a resounding blast echoes through the room. The back of his head just scatters across the wall behind him. The top of his head kind of folds in a little bit from the now lack of a substantial base, and he just kind of tumbles backward, releasing the gun with a limp onto the ground behind you. You're still holding the pepper box in front of you, hands shaking. As you hold it there looking at it, you can see there's a flash of purple energy across the barrel that has Anders' name across it, and the name burns away, leaving the barrel blank. Smoke begins to subside a little bit. It's still there, but it seems like the moment it has this kind of release aspect to it.
That's my turn.
Yeah, that is a turn. So with that, the blade he was holding clatters to the ground before him, the onyx blade kind of shining what low light there is around this temple.
Now I'm going to take a shot at him. That's 29.
That hits.
That does, let's do... 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. As that bullet hits him, you see he begins to dissipate, and then turns into a mist form in the space where he is.
He turned into mist.
So he is currently now a form of mist.
Where he can go heal himself unless we can get him.
Heal's gotta hoover him up.
Back to his
She's
shit.
gonna take
He's gonna
care of
try
this.
and-
There's still a his semi visible form of like his body, but in a mist form, is trying to slowly escape off of the top of this structure.
Okay, Pike is standing right next to him.
Correct.
So I'm gonna use Pike and kind of use the light that I have off of Pike and kind of combine it to do like a joint sunbeam,
holy
in bomb.
Okay. Great.
He's gonna eat a bag of holy dicks. Is what you're saying, right?
Yes, I want him to eat a bag of holy dicks.
Okay.
Now explain that, please. Make it sound great.
So, looking over at Pike, already ready with her mace up in the air and the mist recoiling from her, you kind of glance at each other, have that connective point, and as Pike brings up her shield, You bring back your sunbeam and throw it towards the shield, arcing it in his direction as she ricochets the reflection of the actual sunlight back at him at the same time.
That was
That's
way
cool.
cooler than what you said.
Yeah, way
As-
cooler. I knew
as
he'd bring it through.
As it sprays across, the beams themselves seem to form nearly phallic rays.
Cross the stream.
Tearing through the mist, and with an echoing scream, you hear Silas's voice ring out as the mist is immediately dissipated and disintegrated. His form.
Fuck you, Silas!
So done.
High five, Pike.
Oh, how's it feel, Lady Briarwood?
She, looking over her shoulder, still looking at him as she's called to him to, go join in the altar room, the ritual room, looks over and sees that he's mist form. And in slow motion from her perspective, she just sees Keela step forward, wind blowing around her, releasing this beam and watching him be disintegrated. Immediately her eyes open wide and she screams out, "No! Silas!" And you can see her whole body shaking now at this point. The horror of seeing her partner, the love of her life, disintegrated before her. Tears immediately burst down her face, and her hands are shaking in there. She just screams out, "You can't! I broke the world for us! No!"
You get to kill Lady Briarwood?
Do it with as little blood as possible. I'm dead.
You're unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
I think if you kill her,
It's okay.
A little late.
Here comes Godzilla.
Smoke billowing from your body, the essence of this creature whispering in your ear.
No. Do it. Do it.
Bad news, freshly repaired, loaded.
Yeah, man. It's your birthright.
Shh.
I'm gonna take. Oh my god. I'm gonna take a shoulder shot on her right arm. And I'm gonna try and cleave her right arm right off with the shot and see if I can just leave her unconscious.
Okay. Roll damage. Or just roll damage. This is going to be a Constitution saving throw for her. She can survive this wound. As the right or left arm, you said?
Right arm.
Right arm. Right arm.
Not killing her.
Blasts open, the bone exposed, the arm just spins off and clatters to the ground behind her. With that blast, she falls backward onto the steps behind off a platform. Falls off the steps, falls out of sight behind the pillar. You don't even see where she is. She just falls out of visual range.
While he's thinking, I walk up to Delilah.
Wait.
Grab her
Wait.
by the
No,
clothes.
wait.
Drag her to the side of the wall. And
Wait.
prop her up. And turn to Percy. And say, "In this."
Cassandra?
Cassandra, who's now stopped and looks at you, kind of. She clutches the rapier in her hand, and you can see her hand shaking, just the tension of the muscles in her fingers, clenching it as hard as she possibly can, as she walks up with each slow, quiet step echoing across the stone. Delilah up against the wall, like blood spilling out the corner of her mouth, coughing, conscious, with her one, missing arm on the side. The blood's beginning to ooze now from the wound as just the sheer force of all the movement has torn the wounds fresh open, and she's there, and she looks over at the corner of her eye and turns, seeing the rest of you, and sees Cassandra. As Cassandra steps up, she holds the rapier at her side, staring down. This time just a single tear cresting down the side of her cheek. Delilah looks up and goes, "You could have been my daughter." She looks down at Delilah and says, "No. Cassandra is a Dorolo. And you took them away from me. And now we're taking everything away from you." And just thrust the rapier forward, right into the chest, As it hits her, it actually pulls her up about a foot against the wall. The sheer force of the wound. Last breath escaping from Delilah's mouth. Her arm falls limp to the side. A moment of tension passes, and Cassandra's just still holding her there, her head down, her hair in front of her face, just shaking, keeping her pinned against the wall.